Yo, it's your boy DZ. You already know, it's not about the setback, it's about the get back. I want to appreciate everybody that's became a member, that subscribed to the channel, that watches the channel. I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already hit that notification bell, hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time we go live. I appreciate all of y'all that rock with me, and I hope y'all continue to rock with me. All right, so my bad about the sound, I restarted the computer last night, and when you turn everything off, you gotta turn some of the stuff back on, and I had to turn some of the things back on, right? And I forgot about the mic, but I appreciate y'all. Now listen, we gonna get into a few things today, and you already know DZ keep it raw and authentic, facts. And I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, and y'all know what it is, man. Straight up. I appreciate y'all. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you called in from.
Yo, my man, I was trying to tell you that we could hear your music, but your mic is off. I see you talking, but we can't hear what you're saying.
I fixed it.
Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
This Jack from Compton, man. I'm at work. I just got the notification that you have one, so I'm peeping you out, man. Keep it going.
I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate everybody letting me know, right? Now listen, we all know that the case with Big U in the 60s went down, right? I want y'all to understand this, right? Wack 100 has been working for a while. And we're going to go over some things of what Wack said, and we're going to point some things out, right? And I do want to say, right, I appreciate y'all definitely. We almost to 7K. All the people that rock with me, I appreciate y'all. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, like button, share this video. But it's a lot of fishy stuff going on, right? And I told y'all I'm about to start looking into the paperwork myself, right? So I got some things set up, and I'm learning how to work some things. So I'm definitely about to start looking deeper into the paperwork. But I am going to say, right, the feds knew that this was about to go down, and they already had Brick Baby's indictment ready to go last month, right? So I do think Brick Baby is working, right? But I want y'all to know that it's a lot of files that are sealed. You hear what I'm saying? It's a lot of files that are sealed in the indictment, right? And when you see here though, right, on February 26, 2025, they already had Brick Baby's indictment put together with another indictment that he already had, right? So Brick Baby definitely is working. Straight up. And I tried to check out Luce Cannon's file, right? Luce Cannon shit is sealed. Shit is sealed right now, right? And Wack 100 tries to make it seem as if Big U told on Luce Cannon. He's trying to deflect everything in every other direction, right? But if you pay attention to it, right? I'm gonna play some shit where Wack 100 is saying that he provides niggas with the tools. He's the one that's providing Big U and the niggas with the strap. But then he goes and says he knows what he's doing. He don't get in the middle of certain things like the no jumper situation, right? When older people are being beat up, he gives his crew a head nod. And that's to let them know, don't get in this. But we watched Luce Cannon be the one to go off. You got to understand this, right? Wack 100 fell out with Big U because Big U knew the nigga was working. Somebody informed him that he was working, and Wack 100 knew Big U knew what was going on, and Wack made it his business to find a way to go at Big U. And what he did was he got to Luce Cannon. You understand that no jumper and Vlad and these different shows, they're watching. So they watched no jumper. You understand what I'm saying? And when Luce Cannon did what he did, revealing about the different criminal robberies that he did with Big U on the platform, all they did was go get that evidence to corroborate the victim that Big U was doing the extortions through, right? And then they used Wack 100 to get the information that he got out of Luce Cannon. You understand that Wack has committed so many criminal offenses on the internet, but he's never been locked up for none of those offenses. So it's really self-explanatory when you pay attention to it, right? That the man is working. But we're going to play this first clip first, right? And I want y'all to hear this one first, man. I want y'all to pay attention to this one, man.
So I want you to think about, they talk a lot of shit about Wack. We in LA. You see them niggas coming playing with me? Nope. I'm out here moving. All my cars is bright. Everything I drive is noticeable. Nigga, they see me, nigga. I'm posting flyers where we gonna be at clubs, all that. Concerts, all that. Just studio, like, bro, like, these niggas be talking. You know what I'm saying? They be talking, bro. They be talking, bro. Them same niggas you talking about when they went to war, guess who they had to come see to get their tools, bro? Big you all up. Wack. Crip nigga gotta come see me. Them same niggas you talking about when they went to war, guess who they had to come see to get their tools, bro? Big you all up. Wack. Crip nigga gotta come see me.
Now the nigga's sitting there admitting that he was the nigga giving out firearms, but he has never been arrested for this. And we all know Wack has done multiple things on the internet, speaking violence, talking about what he's going to do to somebody, what he can get done to somebody, right? And then we see the no jumper situation, which that was Wack 100's work because they were contacting to come up there and see Wack, right? Wack don't never get in no trouble. Wack gets to remain free. And he's out right now talking like, I don't care. How many people you know is gonna operate like that if they not working with the police? His angle right now is to make it look like Big U told on Luce Cannon. This is his angle because he knows how he's looked at. But he don't care about being the police, man. I want y'all to understand this, right? He doesn't care that niggas are looking at him about being the police. He's just spinning the narrative to make people think that he's not. But he doesn't care though. I'm telling you this now, right? Because he still has support on Clubhouse. He has the people that, look up to him. So it still makes his ego feel strong. They're not going against him. If everybody was going against Wack, he wouldn't have the same energy. But he still has an influence on people to make them deal with him and big up his ego. So he don't care about being the police, right? And as we see, right, he is going on a run trying to make sure that the people look at it as Big U told on Luce Cannon. And I'm here to tell y'all, right? Luce Cannon is going to cooperate. Files are sealed. You hear me? With this indictment, shit is sealed tight. And Brick Baby definitely had several things going on. And we all know niggas is working. But I want y'all to hear this shit too.
I never took a cut of nothing. They can't tie me to shit ever. That's you, bro.
I knew
it. I never, ever took a cut of nothing. I always helped the nigga. Always. I just helped the nigga.
I'm waiting to see how much shit you actually.
You hear this shit, right? I never took a cut of anything. I always helped the nigga. He's trying so hard to make people believe that everything he did was to help. You hear this shit, right? He's trying to make people believe that all he did was help. By him putting the information out to the world, he was helping. See, what Wack 100 did, and he came to the people and let everybody know that the feds was coming the end of March, beginning of April. He made the feds move faster than they wanted to move. You hear me? See, Wack being so cocky the way he is, the feds is going to turn on a nigga, right? They're going to turn on Wack. Trust me. Because he's playing both sides of the field. And you know with them people, you got to be on their side all the way. The game that he's playing, Wack is in too deep, y'all.
What'd you say? What'd you say, bro?
Nothing. I'm just curious to see what all shit you actually know and how it come out with content.
Well, the shit
I know it's gonna come out. This shit
I'm
about
gonna
to
go down the line. I knew this. I knew Brick Baby was working.
For sure,
Right.
you been saying that shit. You
I
been
knew
saying
that.
that.
I knew. I told y'all 3 weeks or a month ago. I just got a call. Y'all don't remember? One of the media team got it. I came in here and said, I just got a call from one of my keyway partners over there in the hundreds. They said a bunch of niggas from 6-0 just got federal cards posted on their door. I came in the room and said it. They said, hey, I come in the room, I said, homie. He said, Wack, I got about 9 6-0s talking about they come home to a federal card stuck in their door. Anybody know feds, they'll come in your house, leave a card in your door, tell you to get a hold of them. He said there's about 9, 10 of them. I came in the room and said it. I said, yeah, it look like Big U work for the come to an end, because they telling me the niggas over there got federal cards in their door.
You see how Wack has all the detailed information about federal situations. He knows all the time when they coming, who they looking at, what's going on. That ain't a coincidence.
Now I'm looking at this thing. I see about 4 people gonna tell for sure. Now here goes what's dangerous about them 4 people that I see gonna tell. That ain't got nothing to do with all the people that told to get to these 19 already. 19 arrests for sure gonna lead to 50% more. And then that next 50%, which is let's call another 9, leads to another 50%. So that's another 4. Then it leaves another, so we got 9 and 4, 13, another 50%. That's 15. We got at least 15 to 20 more arrests coming. By the time they done, this shit gonna be 35 to 40 people.
Man, this shit about to hit different states. You know, like I know, Wack. This shit about to
They
hit
already
different
been doing that.
Yeah, this shit about to get wicked.
Bro.
They already hit Milwaukee. They already hit
They
New
already
Jersey.
been doing
No,
it.
I ain't talking about the news. I'm talking about the investigation. Wack, you know what I
Tell
know.
y'all something about me and my team. They'll tell you. My team would tell you. We don't move because another nigga move. We move based upon our movement. You could do some weird shit all you want in front of us. We gonna let you do your weird shit.
For real.
Nigga, my team does not do no movement just because. See, the beautiful part about my team is we all of age and we all of experience and we all acknowledge what each other's saying.
Listen to this
I
shit.
don't have to get boisterous. They just gonna watch my movement. And even if I see one getting a little edgy, it's just a quick head nah. And then at that point in time, we policing each other. Bag up.
You hear this nigga?
Now our concern is us. Nigga ain't, man, you can go over, you can go jump that old man if you want, old lady if you want. That don't mean we gonna fuck with it. I can't tell a nigga not to do what he don't want to do.
You hear that shit, right? That right there was when he lined up Luce Cannon with the no jumper situation. The nigga just said, I can't tell another nigga what to do when beating up that old man. I nod at my crew to let them know we not getting involved in that, right? But I can't tell another nigga what to do. He a grown man.
You can rob that nigga in the bank if you want. Don't expect us to run out the bank with you. No.
That no jumper interview last night was funny as fuck. And then today.
Now, I'm going to tell you what they say was funny. Because I didn't see it. Somebody, one of the spies, I don't know if the spy.
I just watched it.
OG spy woke me up. 00. I don't remember where that nigga came from. He kept hitting my phone, sending me the link. I go in there, I look at it. They said, Wack, before you went in there, niggas was talking crazy. He said, when you popped up in the room, shit got different.
Yeah, that oil light came on.
Wack, shit went So, and I'm, my whole thing is like, I'm not understanding, like, bro, like, all the over extra shit just ain't needed, but you right. This shit is crazy, because they could have hit him and Brick yesterday.
They got
And Brick shit was already signed February 26th. Brick's indictment was already signed February 26th. And I just showed y'all that shit. That shit was already signed February 26th. Right? They stamped it February 25th, and it got filed February 26th. So they already knew that this shit was ready to drop, right? And I'm about to start definitely digging into this shit, right? And I want y'all to hear this too. I gotta let y'all hear this shit too, man. Wack 100 is trying to make it look, you know, to his people on Clubhouse so that they can put it out there that Big U told on Luce Cannon. We all know what happened. Victim 1, the person that got robbed, identified all the people that ran in there and robbed it. And he made sure he told the people that afterwards they went back to where Big U was and all the people that was there. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from. You gotta turn your TV down. Yeah, you gotta just make sure your TV down. I hear you. Hello?
Yeah. All right, my bad, man. Yeah. This is Michael Hawkins, man, calling from East Oakland, man.
What's going on, my guy?
Man, I just wanted to say, man, new subscriber here. I just wanted to say, man, a lineup is just as bad as snitching. You feel me? Because a lineup is like a setup, right? He didn't set them up to get robbed. He set all these fools up to go to jail. That's like snitching on multiple people. But anyways, man, appreciate the answer. And I love your channel, bro.
I
Peace.
appreciate it. Stay locked in. Yeah, I want y'all to hear this shit too.
Whole lot of telling going on.
I want y'all to hear this shit.
Is that Mr. AK-47 situation?
Oh, he named it too. Hold on.
If y'all wasn't following it, he kept lying about it.
Of course he lied. No, but you put niggas up on game, so I was paying attention.
Said I was lying?
I ain't.
Hold up. I'm trying to see something. Hold up.
For Ray Giblin.
Complaint. It says a complaint laid out various robberies.
Hold up. I'm trying to play the part where
And Brick, baby. What will happen? Who?
hold up.
Defending that shit so hard was because of that Mr. AK-47 situation.
Oh, he named it too. Hold on.
If y'all wasn't following it, he kept lying about it.
Of course he lied. No, but you put niggas up on game, so I was paying attention.
What that A47 case at? Compton Court DA reject. Okay,
Hey, when you watch it, he mentioned that shit last night on the interview. That's why I said that shit was kind of funny that shit happened to him.
What'd he say?
No, I'm gonna let you watch it. Do your due diligence. But I watched that shit. That shit funny. You gonna laugh? No, don't nobody tell him. You watch it. Watch it. You gonna laugh your ass off. Ain't that what he said on Friday? Man, you gonna laugh your ass off.
So what did he say? He said I was lying?
I ain't telling you shit. Go watch it, bitch.
You say something then, man. What are you talking about, you weird ass dude?
Shut your quiet
dumbass nigga. Shut up, get the f down. Say some stupid ass shit, nigga. Wack don't watch half the shit. Doesn't he say that shit all?
This nigga talking dumb. Hold on. But I do want to show y'all this, right, with Brick. I do want to show y'all this with Brick. The case that I told y'all when they filed on 225, right? They transferred that case with another case, right? With the case that he got with Big U, they put them together on 3-6. He says, I hear consent to the transfer and above entitled case to my calendar pursuant to the court general order in the matter assignment of the case and duties and district judge, right? On 3-6. He said, arise of the same conspiracy, common scheme, transaction, series of transaction of events. Notice of counsel from clerk. On all documents subsequently filed in this case, please substitute the initials FLA after the number and place of the initials in the prior judge. They gave the case that he had before and transferred it with this case. Shit look hot to me. Shit look hot to me.
There's a complaint laid out various robberies allegedly carried out by Big U Enterprise, including one at an unlicensed marijuana dispensary in LA on July 5th, 2021.
I got to work on that too. I'm recording the replay. Go ahead, I got to work on that.
In that case, the victim told authorities he'd been paying the enterprise up to $25,000 per month in extortion fees. After he stopped paying, he said nearly a dozen of the Big U's Enterprise's members and associates, along with Rolling 60's members, rushed into the dispensary armed with firearms. They were not wearing masks to obscure their identities. They allegedly stole cash and marijuana from the store before fleeing. That same day, Hingley allegedly invited the victim to his home.
Wait.
Want me to go back?
Wait. Hold on. Slow down.
I'm slowing.
Did you say this was a marijuana? They said downtown LA?
Listen to this nigga though.
Yes,
Listen
sir.
to this nigga.
That's a fact.
On July 5th, 2021.
Big U ratted on Luce County.
You hear this nigga,
Big
right?
U ratted on Luce County. You f***ing rat.
Wack, I'm not done. There's more.
Keep going. It's a lot, Wack.
Yo.
I'm sorry.
Okay, well, hold on. Beast, let me wake your mind up.
Listen to this nigga.
I don't know how many of y'all might have been on Clubhouse that day. Beast.
Yo.
Remember we showed the clip. I'm finna walk you through this. It was a clip of some dudes hitting a dispensary and they drugged the trash bags of weed to the elevator. They was masked up.
Do you hear this nigga, right? The indictment said that the motherfuckers went in there with no mask. This nigga's talking about some shit with people with masks on.
All watched it when we was just looking at it. They all had masks. It was like 8 niggas, big ass 40-gallon bags of weed, right?
I know where you're going. I know where you're going, Wack.
I remember that shit.
You all remember that?
Definitely, Wack. Definitely.
Absolutely
That's
remember
what-
that.
Okay, I know you will remember it because your boss probably would talk
We was
to you
talking
about
about it. You know, I'm in the weed game.
Okay, Dad, right there. Big U's a rat mother. You rat mother.
Say, Wack, you know what's so crazy? That
You hear this nigga, right?
So let me tell you what this nigga did. Now I'ma call you that. He tied that to Luce Cannon, and that wasn't Luce. He tied that to Luce Cannon, mad at Luce Cannon because Luce wouldn't do a play for him. He went, and it's a nigga named Monster, a.k.a. Dale. This is why Luce did what he did a couple months ago. He called me out of nowhere and said, record this call. And I didn't realize who was on the call. I'm going to find it.
You hear how he's explaining shit, right? He's explaining shit that happened because Wack already knows everything that Luce told him. So he's putting out there what he wants to. Wack was sending the information to them people. Straight up. He was giving the information directly to the people from Luce, breaking it down. He got Luce so comfortable where Luce told him everything he was doing with Big U. And he took it back to them people, but now he wants to make it look like Big U told on Luce. No. I don't know how anybody can go for that. I don't know how anyone can go for Big U told on Luce. We know who told in that situation. The guy that they robbed, right? But I guess Wack is trying to cover himself so much and then try to make it look a certain way for Luce, because we all know Luce Cannon is going to tell. Straight up. He's going to tell.
The nigga on the call, he's saying he got to go lay down and do 10. And he said straight up, he told on Big U for extorting it. Big U got snatched in there and probably tried to give him and tell him Luce Cannon was the one did the move. I remember he put it in the streets that Luce Cannon was the team that did that move, and that was not Luce Cannon. That's why.
You hear that shit, right? Luce Cannon himself talked about all the moves he did. Luce did that him damn self, talking about all the moves he did, all the robbery shit, how they was extorting motherfuckers. He was the one talking about he was in there with PNB Rock, how they line niggas up with the Airbnb shit, right? Luce was saying all this shit. And you gotta know, right? Luce knew when 600 and Wack start talking about that homicide shit, something had to do with the Airbnb shit, right? So Luce wanted to be like, ho, I ain't talking about no open shit. Because Luce knew about what was going on with that homicide shit, right? Wack is just trying to spin everybody because he knows he's the one that brought this indictment to the forefront. Wack been putting that information out the whole time. The feds, this is why the feds didn't rush in and fuck with that no jumper situation, right? This is why. Because it was a bigger situation. This is why. And I'm sitting here thinking, right? The no jumper situation, they might keep that in the state. I want y'all to understand that. Because they're going to have to reveal Wack 100 if they go that way. So they might keep the no jumper situation within a state case, if we being real. SBGB TV, it's a live calling show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Yeah, my name is Darrell. I'm calling out from Castaic Lake.
What's going on, my guy?
Man, I just want to make Man, I'll set it up for you, bro. This is what's going on. So I think that Wack 100, he's just setting up his little playpen so he can play with his little piggy wiggies and he can play with his boo doo 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 boo doo.
You said what? He wants y'all to call him. I'm gonna give you his number. Here, I got y'all. Give him a call, y'all. Give him a call, man. He wants somebody to talk to. Y'all know how we do. 929-990-1616. Give him a call, y'all. 929-990-1616. He needs somebody to talk to. 929-990-1616. Give him a call, man. You know, lame nigga. He needs somebody to talk to, man. And we don't want to talk to him. So give him a call, man. Straight up. Somebody give him a call, man. Make sure you blow his shit up.
Luce is on the list. That nigga wanted Luce Cannon to run a play. Luce Cannon told him, you nigga.
And guess what they
You
got?
go run it.
And guess what they got loose for? Wack? A robbery.
What? Booyah. I'm telling you, I'm putting it together.
I got you.
You see how Wack is trying to make it something? He's saying, see how I put it together. No, nigga. You trying to throw the people off from making sure that they look at it different from you being the focus of this situation.
Bro.
I don't know which one yet. I just know robbery right now. I'm confirming. But as of right now, it's just robbery.
That nigga lied on Luce. That wasn't Luce team did that. He lied on Luce. I know Dale. I know him personally. He lied on Luce. Are they talking about a mansion up in the Hollywood Hills? Did they mention any of that in there?
Want me to keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
Hey, listen, man. We gotta be real, man. This nigga Wack is working. This nigga Wack, boy. And, you know, these people, right? They let Wack run and do what the fuck Wack's doing. They let Wack run and do what he doing, man. This nigga ain't been locked up. He running around doing what he doing. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
It's Scoop, man, from Baltimore.
What's going on, my guy?
Ain't nothing much, man. I'm going to tell you this, man. I'm going to say what it is. I think Wack is really trying to slide these guys, to be honest, man. Wack be sitting on that show on No Jumper, and he be letting these guys talk and interrogate themselves. You know how he be saying, explain yourself. And these guys will sit there and keep going. Then he'll be like, no, that's not how it went. And Wack know what he be trying to do when he say that. So when he say something like that, he'll get these guys to start talking more and more. And he'll sit back and just let it and just eat it up. So my mindset is like, I think Wack had this play all along in his head what he was trying to do. And on the low, you know, Wack, I don't know what Wack and Big U got going on, but at the end of the day, you know, I heard that him and Big U had some fallout or whatnot, and I think Wack just trying to get his get back.
Right.
You know? So my mindset is, I just think, man, is Wack know what he's doing. He just trying to play the whole game, and he just basically trying to line all these guys up so he can just drop.
Yeah, I agree.
My man.
I appreciate you. Stay locked in.
My man.
If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. Let me see something here, y'all. I'm going to see something here, man. I got to see something here, man. Hold up. Y'all, hey, listen. Man. I'm sitting here looking. Hold on. All right. So, with this shit here, let me see. 320. This right here. Hold on, let me go back, y'all. Hold on, let me go back. I want to show y'all that these niggas got sealed files, man. These niggas got sealed files, man. So I'm gonna show y'all this shit. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all this shit, right? This loose cannon shit right here. This shit say sealed, 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 straight up. This shit is all sealed like a motherfucker. Straight up. Let me see here. I'm showing y'all straight up. Hold up. We gonna read this shit here. It's loose cannon shit. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
I'm Jonathan, and I'm calling from Riverside, California. I watch the show, and you know my issue with Wack and them is that the fact that they talk about a case that's not even the cops haven't even arrested people yet, and so that they talk a lot, and so that and not only the FBI listen, everybody else is listening and on the conversation, so that they talked about that case before a Big U even got arrested, and so that and the cops and everybody else is listening. They talk a lot, and so that what I mean. That is talking about stuff that already happened. They talking about stuff that hasn't even happened yet. And so that's all I gotta say about that.
I appreciate it, brother. Stay locked in.
Okay.
If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button and share this video. This shit is sealed, man. I'm telling y'all that right now. I'm looking at this shit. This shit is sealed. Let me see. Let me see, hold on. Let me see, hold up, y'all. Let me see, hold up. Right here, we're gonna check this out. This is the joint against Luce right here. Hold up. Y'all know how we coming, man. Y'all know how we coming, man. Straight up. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video. Hey, man, it's a United States District Court. You see it say right here, United States of America, plaintiff, Tremaine Ashley Williams, aka Luce Cannon. Y'all see that, right? I want y'all to make sure y'all see that shit. It says, plaintiff United States of America, by and through its counsel of record, hereby requests detention of defendants and gives notice of the following material factors. Temporary 10-day detention requested on the following grounds. Present offense committed while defendant was on release pending felony trial. Defendant is an alien not lawful admitted for permanent resident, but that things wasn't checked. They didn't check none of those. Now you see what it say right here. They checked this. Pretrial detention requested because no condition or combination of condition will be reasonably assured. Y'all see that, right? SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
SG, Texas. You remember I called you last week and I told you, I said Luce Cannon was separating himself for a reason, right?
Yeah.
Man, all people gotta do, and I've been around Wack, the clubhouse day one, all people gotta do is go back, and if you can get any of that audio, get his audio and run his YouTube shit. Wack is a fucking cop, bro. People need to look up what the difference between a CS and a CI is. I've been saying this shit for years. Yeah, Wack is working in the entertainment and on the street. He's mixing both.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm telling you, if people don't know, use DeepSeek AI and ask DeepSeek AI
What is the difference between a CS and a CI? I would not hold up your show and read it to you, but trust me, when you look at it, there's a big difference. Wack is working both. It's no reason why he went from Clubhouse to YouTube. You doing all this movement on social media? Go look at that nigga's Twitter. Twitter is bare minimum, but you running Clubhouse and YouTube? Come on, it ain't hard to tell.
I appreciate you calling in, my brother.
Yes, sir.
You already know what it is. And it says the appearance of the defendant as required. Safety and other persons of the community. This is why Luce Cannon will not get a bail. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Yeah, my name is Cole. I'm calling in from Yonkers, New York.
What's going on, my guy?
I'm chilling. What about you?
Everything's Tahi. What's goody?
Yeah, just tripping off all this shit that's going on with these cats these days, man. But I will say this. If you go look back at all of the videos and everything, Brick Baby was the first person that ever said, you can't say Dirk didn't slide for King Von. He stated that, and nobody else has said for him. And then he goes and tries to clean it up and starts saying all this other shit. Not to mention the AK-47 he got caught with it. He said was will not prosecute or whatever it was. And you know Dirk in LA shaking this booth right now.
I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you calling in, my brother.
Yeah, let me know what you think. I'm gonna hang up and listen.
All right. Yeah, Brick Baby got a sealed file. You know, I tried to pull Brick Baby shit. His whole file is sealed. All you see is what I showed y'all about that right there. Now, this right here is, you know what I'm saying, that the reason why they're not letting Luce Cannon out on bail. The government is entitled to detention hearing under 3142. You hear me? Crime of violence. This is why they're not letting Luce Cannon out on bail. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Yeah, my name is Clifton, man, from Riverside, California.
What's going on, my guy?
Yeah, man, you know, my thing on this Wack situation is, man,
you gotta turn the TV down for me though, bro, please.
Okay, excuse me. Yeah, my thing on this situation, man, with the Wack thing, you know, I just be observing, man. You know, I'm a guy that stay to myself, but I be looking at these little things, little YouTube things, man. And my stance is, it starts way back when Wack 100 and Big U, they used to be dogs. And it was one interview that I had seen where they asked Big U, you know, when he got out of prison, who would be his biggest rival, and him and Wack 100 was on the show together. And he said that Big Shug would have been his biggest rival. And Wack 100 didn't like that, man. You know, and I felt like when he said that, that's where they fallout started at. You know, right there. Okay. And you know, Wack 100, man, he got a little smartness to him, man. Like I see, you know, your intelligence, you know, is up there, man. It's up there above most. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's in a good positive way. And when I look at Wack 100, he got a certain intelligence, but it's grimy. You know, it's a couple of y'all, man, that's been blessed to have a certain intelligence, man. And you know, he has it, but it's a grimy way, man. And so, that being said, you know, he run his mouth a little too much. I believe he a snitch too. It showed that, man, that he be running his mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to walk with common sense, man. And a lot of them ain't walking with common sense today. You know, the world had lack of common sense, man. And so, you know, the old school way and this new generation, man, they operate differently. So when I look at Wack, you know, he younger than me, man. So, but still he in his 40s. so he know a little bit of the old school. I'm a 80s baby, and so he run his mouth a lot, man, and they all do. But as I can recall, man, I thought that his wife worked for the police. I thought his wife worked, somewhere in the police force, man. As I think back, I thought he was linked up with him, and that showed out on the YouTube. But I don't want to take up too much of your time, man. I believe he run his mouth too much. He is up here I believe he is lining people up to kind of save himself. You know what I'm saying? Because birds of a feather flock together. And he was back in them days, and him and Big U, man, they ran together. They was dogs. So whatever Big U did, he did also. You know what I'm saying? So I believe they did everything as a team. So some of them robberies or whatever they was doing, jacking this and that, I believe he was in on. And so, some of the things he doing, I believe he trying to save himself as well, man. But that's really all I got to say.
I appreciate you calling in, though, my brother, and I appreciate your observation.
Indeed. Keep up the good work, man.
Yes, sir. Thanks. I appreciate everybody that rock with me. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Share this video. I do want to point out right here, y'all, and I got to point this out. They denied Luce Cannon bail, and it says crime of violence. And it says, for which maximum sentence is 10 years imprisonment or more. So Luce is looking at some time, and it says any felony not otherwise a crime or violence that involves a minor victim or the possession or use of a firearm or destructive device or any other dangerous weapon or involves failure to register under 18 USC 2250. Serious risk defendant will flee. This is why they didn't give Luce Cannon a bail. So I showed y'all right here, this is why they didn't give him a bail. Because of these things that the court said, And like I told y'all, right? I'm going to start digging in to more of this shit, y'all. I mean it. I'm going to start digging into more of this shit, and we're going to start getting down. And I appreciate all of y'all that rock with me. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Hey, how you doing, man? My name is Thomas, man. I'm out of the Central Valley.
What's going on, my guy?
How you doing, my brother?
Yes, sir. What's happening?
I wanted to ask you a question I wanted to state something for you and for your viewers. If you notice something, I noticed about Wack 100 is he always goes and gets paperwork on everybody, and he knows these things. I was wondering, has anybody ever looked into his paperwork?
Yeah,
does he have anything?
I just tried to look into his shit, and they got his shit where it's nothing up there really about his shit but some like civil shit, and they got his shit lined up right for him because they know he's the motherfucking big fish to their motherfucking situation.
I understand. I was just wondering if anybody has ever looked into his background of the things that he's done, because he's real quick to say, hey, I got this on you. I got this. I had somebody do this. Now, there's a lot of people out there, I bet you a lot of your followers, who have people that's maybe in law enforcement or something like that, who can check and see. Do you have something on you that you hiding?
You said Wack 100?
Yeah, Wack 100. Not you, brother. I'm sorry. Wack 100.
Yeah, I'm sure he does, bro. I looked him up, and they definitely got his shit like kind of funny. He got an open situation in California Central District Court, that's going on now. But that's I think it's some civil shit. And you know, Wack shit, man, he been working for a while, man. And you know, the way that he is working, they got his shit under wraps.
Right, exactly. But if the thing is, if you dig deep enough, if you got the right people, you'll find it.
Well, if you know somebody that got it, tell them email me.
You know what? I will look into it, and I appreciate your content. I love what you do, brother. You keep on doing it.
I appreciate my brother. Stay locked in.
Right on, brother. You take care.
Yes, sir. You know, I appreciate all y'all, man. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video, man. Yeah. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
What's up, D's? My name is John. I'm calling out of Massachusetts.
What's going
on?
on?
I got one question for Wack, right? You're gonna tell me that everybody was getting picked up and questioned and all that. You're gonna tell me that Wack never got picked up and questioned, especially when the feds thought his life was in danger?
We know he did, you know, it's a fact, you know. He can try to act like he didn't, but they have to come see you if you feel like if they hear through a wiretap that your life is in danger.
My phone's breaking up. I mean,
yeah. Stay locked in.
Love what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing and keep your foot on their neck.
Thank you. SBGB TV. It's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from. Yeah. The Wack shit is definitely, yeah. They got Wack shit locked. You know. And I just showed y'all about with Luce Cannon, man. Y'all seen that yourself. His case is sealed as well with the main thing. SBGB TV. It's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
This Sonny from Texas, bro.
What's going on, my guy?
Yeah, man, just trying to chime in on this whole little fiasco. You know, you was talking about Wack. Now, do I think Wack 100? You know, do I think he go to the police station when he get off Clubhouse and change into his regular clothes and go to the nearest Dunkin' Donuts? No, but do I think he connected? For sure, he for sure connected with law enforcement. You know, I think he been working since around the death row days. He talked about when he got into that little mix up with the feds, and he was talking about, I think the nigga named Stutterbox or something like that.
Yeah.
But you know, he walks away from this out his own mouth. You know, he walks away from this situation scot-free, and the feds tell him, "We owe you one." Like, when the last time you ever heard some shit like that? You know?
Yeah, man. We all know, man. We've been seeing this shit on the net consistently, and he hasn't been charged with nothing from all the violent shit he does. And you know, Wack ain't been convicted, and he's been out of jail. He said 26 years, but he running around the net, you know, causing violence, and you can hear it because he's saying the shit.
Not only that, this another thing that blows my mind, bro. These guys get on camera in numerous occasions talking about how all the yards they've been on and all the time they did, and at the same time they running around on camera armed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And ain't nobody going to jail, bro. Like, that's unheard of. My nigga, I know the shit done hit the fan now, but this shit been going on for a while. You know what I mean?
I agree. I totally agree.
And before I leave, I'm going to say this. That nigga Brick, baby, please believe that nigga is singing like a church choir on a beautiful Sunday right now.
Fact.
If you don't believe nothing else, I don't think they got enough film, tape, or batteries for all the motherfucking talking. The album he finna drop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they already said they had Brick on wiretap.
Oh, you know he and that bitch going platinum. He do too much talking freely without no pressure. Just imagine him in the interrogation room.
Yeah, they already got him on wiretap, so we know what it is.
Yeah, they said his paperwork looking ugly too.
Yeah. I appreciate you calling in, my brother. Stay locked in.
Okay, Ben, appreciate you, fam.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button, man. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, Brick Baby definitely telling. Facts. Brick Baby definitely telling. Yeah, because they had his shit on wiretap. Let me see something here. Let me see something, y'all. They had his shit on wiretap. Yeah. Let me see. Hold up. Let me see something again. Hold up, y'all. I wanted to show y'all something. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
It's T from Cleveland.
What's
I'm
going on,
sitting
T?
back listening to your show, and it's reminding me of some things.
Okay.
This seems like Wack 100 started to get on this whole campaign thing after that 6ix9ine interview. And I just did a little research to just, kind of stir my brain up a little bit. They're saying that the paperwork on Big U started in 2021. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's very ironic that him and that 6ix9ine interview was in August of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
The same demeanor that 6ix9ine had on the internet, Wack took that and started portraying that image that he was doing. Ever since then, it's been literally this Big U campaign. From the time of that, just go back and watch, from the time of that interview up until now, it kind of trickles itself down.
Right.
Not to mention, I want to say maybe like a year or two, because I'm the one to sit back in the crowd, just kind of observe. Not to mention, maybe like a year or 2 years ago, Wack 100, 6ix9ine went on and admitted that him and Wack 100 was in a contract over this YouTube channel stuff.
Okay.
And he had full control over what 600 posts on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all starting to kind of come out of the dark. But they say what you do in the dark eventually comes to the light.
Yeah.
And they not realizing that them lights is starting to crack up under. They creeping out because they're forgetting what they did.
I agree.
That's answering the questions now that everybody's having.
I agree.
And that's all I wanted to say, because I was just sitting back listening, and it just kind of dawned on me, like, this is real crazy.
And I appreciate you calling in. Did you hit that subscribe button?
Yes, I did.
Thank you so much. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Hey, what's up? Hey, this is Jack from Charleston, South Carolina here, brother. Listen, ain't nobody paying attention. I got two things I want to say, bro. For one, they going to that situation went out. The new Java shit. The feds gonna supersede that boy with them charges on that shit. When they with the federal damn kidnapping armed robbery, something back in the federal, they just waiting. Everybody trying to figure the feds out how they work. They know what they about to do to Luce. Luce, he's snowing away. I ain't gonna carry on too long. But number two, ain't nobody talking how everybody say they got the fingernail, big use DNA out of that boy's fingernails. The DNA test came back inconclusive, but ain't nobody speaking on that, bro. So what? Hey, just pay attention, homie. Feel me?
I appreciate you, my brother. Most definitely.
All right, one.
Yeah, and I wanted to show y'all something real quick, man, with Brick Baby, man. This Brick Baby shit right here, right? He said, was previously assigned to Honorable Fernando L. Anel, and the case arise out of the same conspiracy, common scheme, transaction, series of transaction events. But right here it says additional explaining. Both case charge firearm offenses arise from same investigation into the Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips street gang, of which both defendants are members or associates. Both indictments rely on evidence that ultimately led to a Title III wiretap in case 22 CM21 FLA, on several rolling 60 telephones, including defendant Mitchell's. The FBI plans to arrest both defendants on the same day as a part of the rolling 60 takedown, and common discovery will be produced in that case. Y'all see this date, right? This was the 25th of February. And y'all see that. So a month ago, they had plans to arrest Brick Baby because they got these niggas on wiretaps already. So Brick might have already been making phone calls to different niggas throughout the 60 so that he can get these niggas on wiretaps, right? Y'all see this shit. This is in the indictment right here. And notice the court of related criminal cases. So they got Brick on different cases on wiretaps. And that shit right there, that wasn't sealed though. But a lot of Brick shit is sealed. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. Let me see. The indictment is sealed. Let me see. They put a motion in the seal. They sealed this shit, right? On the 26th of February. So they knew this shit was gonna be real wide. So this shit was sealed last month before it hit everywhere. Let me see here. Let me see here. Yeah, see, they got the related case. Memorandum by attorney. Let me see. Let me see here. Hold on. Oh shit, we got something else here I want to show y'all in a second. I'm gonna see what this say. Hold up. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Oh man, my name's Shaq D. I'm from the Bay Area, man. How you doing?
Oh, I'm all good, my brother. Everything Tahi. What's happening with you?
Oh, nothing much, man. I just had a question about 600, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said that Big U hung himself earlier in the cell, and everybody, I just seen it one time. You know anything about that?
Nah, that's why I ain't report on that, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You know, 600 is a weird dude, and you know, right now he's getting a lot of clout, you know, because he been trolling Big U for so long. So I see the nigga when he post shit, but I don't pay attention to him because he lame, and them niggas is the police. So if they say
I
something,
believe that. I think he the police too, because ain't no way everything went on. And then right when the raid was happening at Big U house, he was right outside that shit.
Yeah, they definitely the police, my guy. So you know,
him and Wack 100, right?
Yeah, facts.
All right, that's all, bro. I just wanted to know because I was just wondering why I ain't heard nothing else. I just heard them report talking about Big U killed himself. Nobody said nothing after that.
Did you hit that subscribe button, my brother?
Yeah, for sure.
I appreciate you.
All right, man.
Stay locked in. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I want to show y'all this right here, man. I want to show y'all this right here, right? This is with Brick Baby, right? And this was February 26, 2025, right? But it says related to a matter that was pending in the USAO on or before January 13, 2023. The date, Honorable Stephanie, hold on. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
My name is Robbo. I'm calling from the East Coast. I just got one question to ask you. They said that Big U got picked, also getting charged with extortion money from people, right?
Yeah, that was all an indictment.
Yeah, okay. I remember if you go back a couple of years ago, Wack, out of Wack mouth, Wack even said the same thing when he extorted money from Oscar De La Hoya for a sex picture that he had, and from Kim Kardashian when he paid Kanye West paid him to get the tape back from Ray J and Kim Kardashian sex tape. Ain't that extortion too?
Yeah, brother, you know, Wack is working though. So when you working, man, you get to run around the world and you get to do criminal things and you still continue to be out on earth.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. People should understand. If Big U got picked up for all that, that means Wack got to be a snitcher if he didn't get picked up for extortion charges.
Facts. You hit that subscribe button, right, my brother?
So my thing is, all his lap dancers up there protecting him, they just as stupid as him. They don't know nothing about the street.
Did you hit that subscribe button for me?
But you know what, my man? I'm glad you on their neck. You know,
did you hit? I asked you a question, my brother. My brother. Hold on. I asked you a question. You keep skipping my question. Did you hit that subscribe button?
Oh yeah, I've been hit that.
Okay.
That's how I always get you to come up on when you come on live.
All right, stay locked in. I'm gonna take this next call. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Okay.
SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Lord King, I'm calling in from Philadelphia.
What's going on, my guy?
Bro, remember when, this was probably about a year ago or two, remember Wack and Big U was going at it, right?
Yeah.
And Wack was calling Big U a snitch. He said, yeah, I seen you go into the police station and came out and all that stuff. This here proves that Big U wasn't the snitch. That Wack is actually the motherfucker that I'm sorry about that, but that Wack is the actual dude that's, because they ain't gonna lock you the snitch up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think this proves all that little back and forth that they had when Wack was trying to prove that Big U was the snitch, and Big U was telling everybody, no, this dude is the one.
Yeah.
And I think it's here, bro.
I agree with you, man. It's right in front of our face.
Yeah. All we gotta do is look at it, man.
I appreciate
Peace, bro.
Appreciate you calling in.
All right, man.
Yeah, but I want to say this real quick. I'm going to get this out the way. I'm going to take this next call. Line going crazy tonight. You know, I appreciate y'all. SBGB TV. It's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Sure. What's up with it, fam, man? My name is Andre Nettles, so you can call me Dre Nettles, and I'm calling from Washington State.
What's going on, my guy?
Shit, chilling and rolling up. Shit, showing love to the channel. I just seen your shit, so you know, seen you had your.
Did you hit that subscribe button, though? Did you hit that subscribe button?
Yeah, I hit that subscribe button and the like button before I end up calling you, so you already know
appreciate
what
it, my
it
brother.
is.
What's going on, though? Everything good?
Nah, man. Everything's beautiful.
What you think about
here.
this situation that's going on with Wack 100?
Shit, man, I'll be honest with you, man. When I heard about that, because I watched trap news, everybody else on it. So shit, when I first heard about it and everything else like that, and when they were talking about, you know, how they were following these motherfuckers for 2 whole years now. Shit, and I'm not sure you watch, you know, rap news and street politics, but if you ever check out the story he did on 600, when 600 was allegedly being a Rolling 60s member, and after he had his bullshit with them, he stopped being a Crip and became a police officer. They got him in the whole uniform, getting his whole entire trophy. They got the whole entire badge for him. That motherfucker, excuse my French.
Yeah, well, take it easy.
No, my bad. But nah, that mother chucker. Nah, he's been snitching since day one, though.
I appreciate you calling in, though. I want you to stay
but
locked in. Let me finish running this thing right here that I was running, but I appreciate you calling in, my brother.
Nah, real talk, though. Stay blessed.
All right, now listen, man. I wanted to say this real quick. Related to one, a matter that was pending in the USAO on or before January 13, 2003, the dated Honorable Stephanie S. Christenman resigned from her position as First Assistant U.S. State Attorney for the Central District of California. Or 2, a matter in which Stephanie S. Christenman was personally involved or about which she was personally consulted while employed in the USAO between April 2008 to July 23rd. So Brick had another matter that got transferred with the situation. So it definitely looked real fishy for Brick Baby, if we being real. Definitely. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for me, man. Hit that like button. You know I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Let me see here. Hold up. Yeah. But it is... Let me see here what it say here for notice requested detention. Let's see here. Hold up. All right, hold up. All right, so this here is for Brick Baby. So hold up, y'all. We're going to check this right now. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. So it say plaintiff United States of America through its counsel and record hereby request detention for defendant that gives notice to the following material factors. All right. Let's say here. Pretrial detention request because no condition or combination of condition will reasonably assure the appearance of the defendant as required, safety of any other persons and the community, right? So didn't Wack 100 talk about Brick Baby was getting out? You know, that nigga always lying. The government is entitled to detention hearing under 3142. So this right here lets you know, let me see, that Brick Baby is still held. Any felon not otherwise of a crime violent that involves a minor victim or the possession or use of a firearm or destructive device or any other dangerous weapon or involves a failure to register under 18 USC. Serious risk defendant will flee, right? Respectfully submitted. So this right here was filed February 25th, 2025. Last month now. Last month. They already knew they was gonna hold Brick Baby. No bail. They already knew this now. Last month now. That he was gonna be held without a bail. So I don't know what nigga talking about he got out. This shit right here, the paperwork I pulled said the nigga gonna be held without bail. And you gotta think about this, right? Brick Baby was just on no jumper with a firearm on it, right? They got Brick Baby on different firearm charges. Why would they let the nigga out? They got a case on him, right? And they know he gonna be out there with firearms. And if you think about this shit, right? If they let Brick Baby out and he do something, they gonna be liable because they knew this nigga was a violent offender. Knew he carried firearms. So this is why I can say they not letting him or Luce the fuck out. They not letting these niggas out knowing that they can get violent. You feel me? That nigga's in the can. Facts. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. Share this video. And I'm telling y'all, man, I'm about to start pulling this motherfucking paperwork more. Straight up. I'm about to start pulling paperwork. I ain't playing no games. Straight up. Let me see here. Straight up. I just pulled that shit. But the case is sealed. I'm telling you that now. That RICO case with Big U is straight sealed. And these niggas, let me see here. Let me see. You know what we gonna look up, man. Look up, man. Let's look up, man. Hold up, man. We looked up. Wack already. SBGB TV is a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
It's your girl Unique calling in from Ohio.
What's going on, Unique?
You did it, my guy. See you at 7.
You knew I was gonna put it together. I told y'all they was coming.
Hey, I gotta, salute you on what you're doing. You making us proud. You
Facts.
the people's champ. You feel me?
Facts.
Keep your foot on their necks and keep, exposing these foof-offy ass niggas.
Straight foof-offy.
But let me just say this, because I know the guy watching, I got a threat today on one of these foof-offy ass niggas, but listen, boo-boo, I ain't scared. I'm from the hood.
Somebody said the threat to you?
Yeah, the one that we had called before, the little fruity guy. Yeah, he wanted, call my other phone, wanted to call me threat. You threatening a female, though. But, hey, I'm from the hood. We ain't scared.
Right. Just make sure you document all that stuff, though. Whatever you know.
I got him.
Document all that.
I got him saved here. I'll give him my, I ain't hard to find.
Right.
I ain't whack, I ain't ducking the dodge.
But I still want you to be safe, though. I don't want nothing crazy.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm straight. I'm in the hood.
Okay.
He ain't coming here.
Right.
But
right.
like I said, hats off to you. Keep your foot on their neck. Keep doing what you're doing. 'Cause ain't nobody doing it like you doing it.
And I appreciate you. We definitely going to keep rocking, and we ain't stopping. I appreciate you.
All right, let me get back in this chat.
All right. I appreciate all y'all that rock with me. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. Share this video. Yeah. These dudes, man, is definitely working, though, man. When you pay attention to the movement of Wack, you know what it is, man. And, I appreciate everybody that subscribed. We hit 7K subscribers, man. I appreciate y'all. We only going up. You hear me? We only going up. And y'all know I ain't stopping. I'm going in. I'm about to turn it up even more than where I got it at. I'm about to turn it up. And y'all know I said that from when I started doing 2 shows a day. I'm about to turn it all the way up. I get people a place where they can call in and talk about the topic. You got a voice as well. The same way I'm on here with the voice, y'all got a voice as well, where you can call in and express how you feel about the topic, And we ain't taking no goofies. Any goofies get to playing, we gonna put the number out there so the chat can call them. They need some attention. We dealing with adults over here. We can have a difference of opinion, but we dealing with adults. But these niggas Wack and 600, they definitely working. Straight up. And if you pay attention to this, right? When the situation went down where Luce was trying to separate himself from these niggas, knowing that they talking about the homicide, right? Wack told 600, calm down. Shit about to go down. Just calm down. Shit about to go down. Don't even feed into it, right? Wack playing both sides, making Luce, his girl right now. Because he know that his girl is watching. So his girl is paying attention to what Wack is doing, right? So what he's doing, he's making it seem like I'm throwing this situation off on Big U and I ain't got nothing to do with it. But we all know, nigga, this shit come from you. And I told y'all several times, they're not going to allow you to lead with violence. It's impossible. You run around this net talking about you going knock somebody off and they only worth $1,500. That's a nigga that feels like he has a certain level of immunity where he can't be touched. Luce Cannon didn't see that this nigga was lining him up for the play, man. And I'm going to call it how I see it, man. If Luce would have noticed that he was being lined up, he would have been turned on Wack. But Wack is the type of dude that'll get you comfortable to start telling all your business. This is the type of nigga Wack is. He gets you comfortable, start telling all your business, and he's the type of dude that's gonna ask you about criminal activities. Because I want y'all to pay attention to this, right? I really want y'all to pay attention to what I am about to say. When Wack 100 called into my show the first time, the first thing he said after we got to talking about the no jumper situation, you know what he said? You got people in your family that's doing something too, don't you? I said, hell no, I don't. And y'all heard me if y'all been rocking with me from the jump. I said, hell no, I ain't got no people in my family doing nothing. I'm not around nobody. I'm not associated with nobody. But Wack was trying to get me to publicly say that I got people in my family that's doing criminal shit. And I don't know if, the people that was rocking me from the door was paying attention, but I tried to tell people. I said, hold on. This nigga ain't right. Nigga, hold up. I come from the streets. You asking me about crimes on the internet is letting me know you're trying to get information. You asking me about crimes on the internet is letting me know you're trying to get information. For who? Why? What do you want to know about crimes and if I got family members that commit criminal activities? Like, straight up. And we gonna keep it real, man. Over here at SBGB TV, this is where we going. All the way up, real, raw, and authentic. And we gonna call these jokers out over time, and I'm gonna make sure that I keep the pressure on the situation. I want people to know that this nigga's working and we not gonna let it down. Straight up. And I sensed it though. I'm like, hold on, man. What is this nigga asking me about? Do I got family members? No, I don't, nigga. I don't got nobody around me. I don't have no family members. But that was his angle, right? Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. And we definitely gonna be getting into the paperwork more. We gonna be pulling shit a lot more. Facts. We want the people to understand, these niggas is frauds. 600. I can't see nothing on 600. I'm gonna have to look a little more and see if they got some old shit on this nigga. And hopefully, eventually I'll have some people, inside the inside that'll be able to get some shit to me if we being real. And make sure y'all hit that subscribe button for me, man. Hit that like button and share this video. Straight up. They say, all this shit with Luce shit sealed like a motherfucker. Motion to seal the case. Order on motion to seal. All this shit is sealed. Let me see here. I'm gonna show y'all this shit now. Yeah. This shit is all sealed. This case is all sealed. Straight up. Straight up. Let me see here. He said, for good cause shown, it is hereby ordered that the criminal complaint, arrest warrants, search warrants, and all attachments thereto in the applications for the criminal complaint and arrest warrants, search warrants, and all attached thereto, as well as the ex parte application for ordering sealing documents, the memorandum of points and authorities, the declaration of Gina McCabe, and the court sealing order, and all documents subsequently filed under this same case number until such time as any defendant in the case is arrested, at which time the documents will be deemed automatically unsealed, and until the government determines that these materials are subject to its discovery obligations and the connections with criminal proceedings and other obligations under the federal rules of criminal procedures, at which time they may produce to defendants. So everything is sealed right now, man. This whole case is straight sealed. Everything. And it says the government's application for ordering sealing documents is denied. The underlying documents and the sealing application shall be returned to the government without filing the documents or reflection of the name of the nature documents of the clerk. It is so ordered. This case is in denial. So they saying this shit is open. Hold up. Let me see. The government's application for ordering sealing documents is denied. Hold up. So where the fuck is this shit at then? Let me see this shit here. If they saying it was denied, hold the hell up. Let me see if I see something, y'all. That's what it's saying. Hold up. What was that? Motion to seal. Let me see. Motion to seal. Let me look that up. Let me see. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Let me see something here. Hold up. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
Yo, it's your boy Reeves, man, from Jersey, South Jersey to be exact. What's good, man? Yeah, these niggas is full fifey, man. We enforcing the no-fly zone on that nigga, man.
Right.
Real shit. None on the East Coast, that shit a no-go, nigga. Real shit. I don't give a fuck. Anywhere in the Tri-State. Tell that nigga can't come outside, man. Summer 25, tell that nigga to stay in the crib, you heard? Tell that old nigga get some applesauce. You heard?
I appreciate you calling and stay locked in.
That nigga Officer Tenpenny on moms, like that nigga police. Real shit.
Fact.
That nigga Fufafi as fuck.
Fufafi.
Fufafi ass nigga.
Fuck out of here. I'ma slap that nigga.
You know I appreciate y'all, man. The people that rock with me, man. I appreciate y'all. That Fufafi. Y'all know what it is. Let me see. Hold up. Who we got here? Who we got here, man? Somebody called in from Los Angeles. We gonna give them a run. Let's see what they talking about. Los Angeles. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. We returning your call.
So, you curious about Wack paperwork? Deuce M's on Keyway Conversation just showed all that sealed paperwork last night.
Okay.
So you might want to go check that out and get it. That nigga name is in too many damn federal cases as 3 different confidential informants.
Okay.
That nigga done burnt all his bridges. It's over for him.
Over. And I appreciate you letting me know.
Yep, you can go get it and pull it up and show your folks right now.
I appreciate it. Let me see here. Hold up. I wanted to show y'all this right here, though. Hold on. United States District. Hold up, y'all. Let me see. Hold on. They say the government hereby applies ex parte for ordering, directing the complaint, arrest warrants, search warrants for all attached applications. Let me see. This right here was on 3/17. Now I'm trying to see. Memorandum Point of Authority. Hold up. Straight up. Let me see. Hold on. Right, JR gets bread. I appreciate the super chat, man. You about to have everyone saying Fufafi. You know it. Let me see. I'm trying to see something here. Hold on, y'all. He said, here is the reason described in the tax declaration sealing is necessary to maintain the integrity of the government's investigation. according to the government's request that the documents described in the attached declaration be kept under seal until such time as any defendant in the case is arrested, at which time the documents will be deemed automatically unsealed, or the government determines that these materials are subjected to discovery obligations in connection with the criminal proceedings, at which time they may be produced to defense counsel. The government also requests that the court order not limit the ability to provide copies of the arrest and search warrants at the time of the warrants are executed, and otherwise comply with the federal rules and criminal procedures. Okay, so yeah, they wanted this motherfucker to be sealed. Yeah, they wanted this motherfucker to be sealed. This is the motherfucking DA right here. They on nigga ass. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. He said, I am Assistant U.S. Attorney, United States Attorney's Office of Central District, California. I request that the government, in the investigation in this matter in which the government has submitted an affidavit in support the complaint of the arrest warrants. The complaint, arrest warrants, and search warrants in this case have not yet been executed. The likelihood of apprehending defendants would be diminished if the affidavit in support of this complaint, arrest warrant, search warrant in the case were made publicly available. Therefore, warrants were executed. Public disclosure of the complaint, arrest warrants, and search warrants, or the information in the application could cause defendants to flee or seriously jeopardize other aspects of the investigation, which is ongoing, and may result in destruction of or tampering the evidence. According to the government request to the complaint, arrest warrants and search warrants, all attachment therefore, as well as the ex parte applications, the memorandums of the points and authorities, this declaration, and this court sealing order, and all documents subsequently filed under the same case number until such time as any defendant in the case is arrested, at which the time the documents will be deemed automatically unsealed, or until the government determines that these materials are subject to its discovery obligations in connection with criminal proceedings, at which time they may be produced to the defense counsel. The government also requests that the court order not limit the ability to provide copies of the warrants at the time of the warrants are executed as required to the federal rule criminal procedure. I declare under penalty of perjury under the law of the United States of America that foregoing is true, correct, and that the declaration of executed at Los Angeles, California on March 17th. Oh shit, yeah, so they did have this shit sealed. Yeah. They gonna be getting some more jokers. That what it gonna be. It's gonna be some more jokers that they get. Yeah. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button, man. Share this video. Yeah. Niggas is working. Shit crazy. You know? And I can tell y'all, man, Luce Cannon gonna definitely drop the design. Nigga looking at a Diamondback too, at least. And he got other cases that he got to deal with. That nigga going to tell. He going to tell everything. Straight up. That nigga going to tell everything. He said, I always thought Luce was a solid dude out of all of them. Hey, man. Luce put on an act out there, man. He had people thinking, but I showed the paperwork already with Luce telling the cops that somebody else had, it was somebody else's gun. I showed the paperwork where Luce said he took the stand to testify to get a restraining order on his wife. So, you know, niggas put that image up there. When you see niggas committing act of violence and they doing criminal shit online, they're not solid. There's not one nigga that's gonna do that if they're even trying to be solid. So any nigga like Wack 100 doing what he's doing on the net, that should let you know the nigga not solid. Because he's doing this shit on the internet. Like, for real. Them niggas are not solid. Facts. You know? Them niggas is working for show. And we know it. We definitely know that shit. Wack been doing that shit for a minute though, man. We know that. Wack been doing that shit for a minute. Kentucky West. Let me see this right here. Hold on. What's this right here? Yeah, let me see this right here. What the hell is this? Yeah. Let me see. Nigga ain't trustworthy though, I tell you that. You know? Nigga ain't trustworthy at all. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Wack line these niggas up. He said, I'm gonna get these 60 niggas out of here, right? Wack said the nigga threatened his life, right? What you think he was gonna do? And what I'm gonna say, right? You know, Wack felt like he didn't really have no family. You can see from whatever his history with his parents was messed up, and the way that he played the game out there in the street, knowing that something gonna happen. Think about this. If Wack would have went to jail out there running around in the street, who gonna be there for him? Nigga ain't got nobody. A nigga remember that shit from his juvenile days when he went to prison from a juvenile, right? Nobody was there for the nigga. So people like that, right? They gonna always turn on people and don't have a care in the world. Cause they feel like I'm in this shit by myself. And you know, Wack made a statement that 6ix9ine was his boy. Yeah, nah, Luce paperwork didn't say that. They didn't mark that. That wasn't that. They didn't mark that spot. You know, he said was a U.S. citizen. Nah, they didn't mark that. Yeah. So it didn't say that, man. But we all know Luce is going to definitely tell. I'm telling y'all that right now. That nigga gonna tell everything, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help you God. Straight up. You know, I appreciate all y'all that rock with me. You know, we going up, y'all. Straight up. I appreciate all y'all. We definitely going up. But Wack is being revealed to the T. And you know, we gotta keep holding it on a nigga. Facts. We gotta keep holding it on him. Nigga can't let up. You know, everybody gotta hold it on him. It gotta be like everybody. And if everybody keeps the same energy, his shit gonna die out. Because most of the time, he'll keep the energy going with the millions and then everybody else die out, right? If we keep the same energy and consistently do what we doing, his shit gonna fade out. Because he's not gonna have nobody else to get. And if you think about it, right? He always gets a new nigga that comes under his wing and they get locked up. Luce gonna realize, right, that Wack lined him up. He gonna realize it. He doesn't realize it yet, but he gonna realize it. After this time go by and he's sitting in there, you know, and he gotta start working, he gonna realize, man, this is all whack shit. This nigga was encouraging me to go on these platforms and tell on myself. And you know, he know Luce wanted the fame so bad. He like, man, this little nigga want the fame. He want the fame. Nigga never had nothing. So I'm gonna go ahead and let him go in the front of the line and play his damn self. And that's exactly what Luce Cannon did. He went out there and thought that, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and tell on myself, I'm with Wack, I'm good. Nigga Wack line Luce straight the fuck up. And I gotta be real with that one. You know? I gotta be all the way real. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button. You see what's going on here, man. We ain't stopping, though, I tell you that. We are not stopping. Non-stop. Yeah, non-stop. Yeah, we going non-stop, y'all. Line Luce straight up. Got Luce out there thinking that what he was going to do wasn't going to never get answered. And I played that audio earlier where Wack said he made sure that the people that was with him didn't do nothing. You remember that shit that he called me and said that I had the Don Moves decorated on the wall. Literally called me and said I had the Don Moves decorated on the wall. And for the nigga to say what he's saying now, it lets you know. And he don't even give a fuck. He don't care about Luce. Because if you pay attention to what he said yesterday, he said, I don't even fuck with Luce like that right now. I don't even fuck with Luce right now. He said that shit 3 times. You know why? To make sure that he identifies, I didn't fuck with him, but listen, I still tried to help him. Nah, nigga, you was making sure you threw the nigga under the bus. One of them niggas, man. Straight Fufafi. Y'all know. He said, look up Wack Luce information on how Nick got shot. Adam 22. Check it out. Let me see. See here. Hold up, y'all. Let me see. Hold up.
We read into it too much when we were having the original conversation.
Yeah, y'all read into it too much. I'm saying that he know. Just like if I'm in the hood or whatever like that, and I'll be like, I'll call my big homie and be like, man, I'm about to go kill this nigga, you know, or whatever like that. He got the heads up. He know. You get what I'm saying? And I go do my thing. That's just how the street shit works. It's nothing different. But me, when I'm saying with Big U, like that's supposed to be your little brother, right? That's supposed to be your man. Why you didn't warn him? That's all I'm saying.
But what you said was that he told you that he had already been killed.
Yeah, that's what he said.
But why? This is the thing that people have such a hard time believing. The idea that Big U would have been told about that and would not have intervened in some way or wanted to have been involved, given that we're literally talking about like basically the most high profile people from there.
Who's high profile?
Nip.
Okay, Nipsey.
And Big U, obviously, in his own way.
No, he's not.
He's not high profile. Every single person watching this knows who he is.
Yeah, they know who he is because after Nipsey died.
I mean, he had already done Vlad and shit, right?
Yeah, but people wasn't interested into it. He came up after Nipsey died.
He maybe got more famous. Yeah, he started doing podcasts and all that shit.
And stuff like that.
Luce Cannon wanted the fame though so bad and that attention that the nigga literally was telling shit that could really bring some serious heat to himself. And he was on no jumper doing this shit though.
After that, a lot of those guys was eating off a Nipsey name. That's it. They used him as a marketing tool. You see how people, when Nipsey died, they start dropping old records. They start doing certain things.
What happens?
Let's see here. I appreciate the super chat. Behind the bar, you said SBGB TV. You were right all along. You never kept your foot off their neck, and boom, they're all exposed. Great content, man. I appreciate it. Facts. Y'all already know. I told everybody from the dough. I told everybody. I said, man, these niggas ain't right. And booyah, y'all see what's happening. And it's gonna get deeper. Trust me. This shit ain't over. The feds and shit ain't stopping there.
That's what anybody does. SoundCloud rappers die and that shit happens.
Not really, because I had a song with Draco that when he died or whatever like that, I had the last song that he did. I didn't drop it for 2 years.
Right.
Because I gave all his son all the proceeds to the song.
Mm-hmm. But you can't expect everybody to be that giving, right?
No, it's not giving. It's just like you didn't giving the family time to mourn.
Mm.
And Luce Cannon acting like, you know, he had money. His girl out there panhandling now. She begging for money right now. Luce ain't had no money like that, man. His girl is out there panhandling, asking for money, man. She need donations. They need help. Shit getting real. They did a lot of capping together, and that shit being exposed.
Why Black Sam haven't said anything about it?
About
the Nipsey shit?
I don't know. He don't commentate on much, right?
Adam.
Am I naive? You think I'm naive?
Of course. Think about it. Why would you send me a cease and desist if it's not true?
I mean, it could be a very harmful allegation. Right?
No, but why would you see it? Wouldn't you just say, let the footage come out?
But aren't you right now saying that you weren't saying in the original interview that he actually ordered it and that you were just
And we're going to play the original one in a minute.
saying that he knew in advance? But now when we're having this conversation right now, it feels like you're letting your true opinion come out, which is that you think that he was actually involved in.
No, I'm not saying, no, hell no. Come on, Adam. I'm saying that he knew. If I say I'm about to go get this nigga, I'm about to kill this nigga. If he took that and told me Nipsey died or whatever like that, that's what he did.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what happened. And then I'll call Nipsey. He picked up.
But even if you did show us this footage, I feel like it would take like a forensic analysis to be able to determine the exact time that it was filmed. So even if you did show me footage of him telling you, hey, Nipsey just died, I don't feel like that's going to really prove anything unless we're able to somehow verify that it actually took place.
One thing I say about Adam, though, he get these niggas the same way Vlad do. Straight tell on yourself. Tell everything that you did. Let us know what happened. And then he says this shit in your face to get you to say more incriminating shit. And these jokers fall for it every time. How the fuck these niggas call themselves gang members and all they do is do police shit on the internet.
Before.
Okay. I feel you.
Because it would be totally normal for him to make that phone call to you after he died. Right?
No.
Yeah, to call you and say, hey,
Listen,
Nipsey died. I mean,
okay,
obviously.
But the thing about this, right? If y'all go back and look at footage, it was like a celebration.
The way he was talking about it?
No, it was the way when they pulled up, everybody at the gas station and stuff, everybody laughing and giggling and, you know, like it was something to celebrate.
Who? Where?
You have to do your research.
Who would have been happy about it? It felt like the whole city was in mourning. Obviously, there's people who didn't like him that I'm sure were having a good old time, but...
No, I'm just saying, you just have to look.
Niggas in there talking about serious shit. Appreciate the super chat. JR gets bread. Luce girl about to be working at the Vegas Strip soon. Hey, listen. That what it look like, though. You hear me? That what it look like.
Look, go back, look at the footage.
What footage?
Of that day that died. I mean, that date he died. Go look at it. Go.
Where
look
were
at
they
the
partying?
videos. Huh?
Why, who would have been partying or happy about it?
People that wanted his demise. People wanted to benefit from him. Like, people don't understand. Big U and Nipsey had a hate and love relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I mean, Nipsey wouldn't make a diss song about somebody if he didn't really, I mean, if he liked the person.
What song is about Big U?
You don't have a clue.
Listen to this shit.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look in.
Adam's getting the detail out of Loose Cannon. And I gotta say this straight up, man. When you are a criminal, you're dumb because you don't think about shit like this. How is he not paying attention to this nigga getting details of what happened, why it happened, where, what was it over? And he's just explaining everything. That's some deep shit.
Into that.
You gotta listen to it.
Really? Wow. Is that like verified or is that just like
No, they got
know that?
They got in a fight over that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. How do you
That's
feel
when-
about? What were you gonna say?
No, what I'm saying is that's when Black Sam went to jail. When the gun got shot in the air and all that stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. All right. What do you think about
Listen to
Wack
Adam, though.
and the
Really?
stuff that he
Oh,
said
shit.
about Nip in terms of the alleged tape and everything? Because you and Wack are tight. Seems like you have respect for Nip.
Yeah. It just certain things. It's like, I mean, it's just, man, I'm lost with that one. Dead homies I am. But the thing is, it's like when Wax say it, and I know, and because, China is my cousin. So she confirmed it.
Right. Because like Vlad said that he didn't see the tape, but he saw screenshots that basically confirmed to him that it was a real thing, that there was something out there. Can't say exactly what, but
yeah.
Hey, man, like right now, boy, these niggas is just being super exposed, man. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna go find the original one. Let me go find the original one, y'all. I gotta find the original one. Like, yeah, I gotta find the original one. I gotta find the original, man. This shit's crazy, man. Let me see. Hold up. Alright.
People is assuming.
Nah, that's not it. That's not it. Yeah, I gotta find the original one.
That I'm saying Big U had.
Let me find the original one, y'all. We'll whack 100 on the motherfucker. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Trying to find the original. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, hold up. And these dudes done played themselves, though. I know that. You see, Vlad and Adam, they went here and did another show. They went here and did another show, boy. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Hold up. Yeah, I think this the one right here. Hold up. Let me see. I think this the one. I don't know if they clipped it, but I might have to go through this one. I think this one, yeah. Yeah, hold up. Yeah, this the one right here. I'm gonna find it in here. We're gonna find it. Now, I appreciate all y'all rocking with me. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe.
Did not say anything about episode 22.
Yo, that dude was crazy. Have you ever seen him in live? That dude had.
Excuse me?
You gonna fight in the car and still take her home?
No.
Yes.
JT hits him.
It was like,
You gotta get her divorced. Stop it.
No, she told me, she was like, I need some good dick before I go down the aisle. I said, Crip, I got you. What you got for me?
Oh my
she was
God.
like,
Wait. Am I right?
Yes, I was raised in New York, but
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Gotta know how to handle
I
it.
definitely, because Big U from 6-0, ain't no way Luce get that Molly Mall like that.
After I would Molly Ma ass for doing some bullshit like that. And well, let me go back where it first started, right? So I ended up whooping Molly Ma ass, right? Put it on camera and shit. Guy named Big U. It's cool. They used to be brothers, right?
Then you talking about Big U and Molly Mall?
No, Big U, Molly Mall, and you.
Yes.
Molly Mall, who you're friends with.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Right. Yeah, they used to be. They were all
You
friends.
he put us on the phone together.
Still my brother.
Yeah. Molly Mall is a good dude. He just a scammer. So
Molly's not a scammer.
Allegedly.
Molly Mall is a scammer on Crips.
You and Molly Mall
But
is
they
good.
cool. They still
No,
good.
me and Molly
He talked
Mall
the
is
He
good.
talked.
You know what I'm saying? What kind of shit
Yeah,
you
yeah,
on?
yeah.
Right? So then, he started to make mention.
20 guns, and when he got 20 guns, he's selling them to the homies. But I'm like, why you right
out there, right?
Of course,
he got to get that credit from that 7 Street contract.
Of course. So at the end of the day, it's like I realized, like, damn, it's 2023, and you got a BlackBerry, like they didn't even.
How long have I been asking you about that BlackBerry?
Since 2015.
So that's the phone that he got.
Yeah, his name in the contract.
Whatever.
7th Street Division issued him a BlackBerry as a police issue phone to report all gang violence in his grid area. And this is an annual contract. If he doesn't produce, then they take it. He's been having a contract 10, 11 years. He did such a great job. He went from $550,000 a year. They gave him a $440,000 bonus. We send the contract. But listen, fuck all that.
Yeah. So basically, it's like.
Look at Wack though, man. When you look at Wack, you can see he's excited to get Luce to tell all the information on here. Get Luce real comfortable and Luce get to telling on himself, implicating shit, more shit.
Cause he'll be like he'll manipulate things. Like we'll go and do something, And the same niggas we do it to show up to the house like 10 minutes later when we trying to, you know, counting everything, right? And we be like, how the fuck they get that? Oh, well, we're going to just give them like $40,000 back and stuff like that. But cuz it's actually putting us in paperwork, right? And like doing like real police shit. I seen the nigga get like 20 guns. And when he got 20 guns, he's selling them to the homies. But I'm like, why are you writing down the serial numbers? So it's like, he was doing like shit like that and I didn't catch on. So it was like, I'm waking up now. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm his, high-tech shit. I'm his right-hand man. You get what I'm saying? So when it came down to like dirt and stuff like that, I'm gonna get it. You get what I'm saying? And then like,
you hear this shit, right? Wack say this is high-tech shit. So he talking about handing straps out in the hood. Hey, Dave Hampton, man, I appreciate the donation, my brother. I appreciate that, Dave Hampton. This nigga talking about handing out straps, writing down serial numbers, and you're talking about a specific person doing this, naming who they are on No Jumper, but y'all talking about that man is ratting? Damn.
So you know why he wanted to get a dude back to 40, right? Because he was going to make dude give him 20 for getting it back.
Of course.
And kept you out of it.
Of course. He did that to, when I did that to Meek Mills and Rick Ross.
What'd you do to them?
So,
the club, when you sweated them in the club?
Yeah.
Dude, and Meek and Rick have no idea that Draw sent you at him.
Yeah. No, yeah, they sent that because I called Ross. I'm like, Ross,
boy, this shit getting crazy.
Drop off the 50,000 and we're going to let Meek live on Crips. So Ross dropped off the 50,000 and so me and the homies, we go back. He stopped answering the phone. He stopped picking up and shit like that. And we were like, what you doing? Like 2 days later, he called me. He was like, oh, nephew, where you at? And I'm like, nigga, where my money at? And he was like, oh, I needed it for bills. I needed it for... I'm like, what? Like, cuz that's some weird shit. And then he stopped answering the phone because I'm trying to pull up on him. Like, bro, you...
Look how Wack 100 looking at him, though. Look how Wack looking at him while he's telling this information. And the way that Luce is freely talking about this shit on the podcast, just imagine what he talked to Wack 100 about behind the scenes. Detail now. This nigga's giving detail about extortion shit. You know what he was doing behind the scenes with Wack, man. Straight up.
You gotta come and see me. And then it's like, we were doing a TV show like a while back, right? And I'm on a phone. He FaceTimed me. So he FaceTimed me and stuff like that. He was like, Nipsey just got killed. I'm like, sick, so I didn't hear that. So I hang up with him. I called Nipsey and I'm like, Nipsey, what's up? He was like, oh, what's up with it?
Nipsey answered.
Nipsey answered. He answered the phone. And I was like, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that.
Did you tell him the call you just got? Or you didn't even mention it?
I didn't mention it. And that's what fucked me up because my cousin is Nipsey baby mama. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, I could have probably stopped it or it had it.
Stop what? Fuck you mean? That fuck are you talking about?
No, because listen. So after I talked to Nipsey and I was like, yeah, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that. I'll see you later or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey. And so I'm like...
Wait.
You hear Wack. Now, Wack wants to make sure that he breaks this down to the T. Wack understands, nigga, you are on a podcast. You are doing a show that the world is going to see. And he wants to make sure that Luce Cannon identifies this shit to the T. You can't tell me this ain't police shit. If he was really his friend and he really rocked with Luce like that, he would be telling Luce, man, chill out. Don't say that, man. We'll talk about that later. This ain't the place for that. But he wanted to make sure that this nigga elaborated. Say that. Get it out. This is how you know he was lining this nigga up from Jump Street. You hear me? Straight up.
You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, called Nip. Nip answered the phone.
Yep. And
you
we
like
were just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30
never
minutes after you get off the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early because the homie Shitty double back 3 times. You get what I'm saying? And first he shot him, boom, go into the alley, came back and shot him, boom. It wasn't good enough, and then he came back and he shot him again. But now it's like
how did he know?
Yeah, no, but
that's crazy.
It's deep. So it's like I don't know who to trust.
Now let me ask you a question. I heard this. I don't know how true it is. I heard that Shitty and Nipsey had a fight.
Yeah, they had
prior to a couple weeks before that.
They had a fight.
This ain't police shit. You want to break down the case on No Jumper. I heard Shitty and Nipsey had a fight prior to this, right? You know damn well you don't do shit like this, man. If niggas can't see that Wack 100 is them people, man, you better understand that, man. Like, Wack is showing everybody who he is, man. Straight up. Straight up. Wack shows everybody who he is, man. Straight up, man. That shit is crazy. Let me see here.
Like a week before that, when they had a fight, you know, Shitty ain't known for fighting.
Yeah, not at all.
He known
not
for doing the other things. So at the end of the day, it's like Nipsey beat him up. Nipsey is what's like 6'4", 6'5". Shitty is like 5'5", 5'6". You get what I'm saying? Like frails. Like he get hot.
So there was already some friction there.
Yeah, it was already friction because of like some police telling shit. And
now let me ask you something, bro, because you know they gon'. I know you. See, you don't say nothing. You kind of like me in a way. You don't say nothing unless.
But the homies know. So it's like, it's not like I'm saying something that they don't know. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, it's like you telling me, oh, I'm fucking with the police or whatever like that, trying to smooth your background out. So I'm like, on 6-0, I'm going to expose your buster ass neighborhood Crip. And if a nigga take it any type of way, they could get at me or I'll pull up and get at them. It's like.
So you pretty much saying he called you, told you Nip got killed. You called Nip in a panic. He answered the phone.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear his voice, you like, well, Nip ain't dead. But you don't warn him what he said. 30 minutes later, you get a call after the fact, Nip dead.
Yeah. It's just like with Drake.
That shit right there sound like a detective talking to a damn suspect. A detective talking to a damn witness. This is what it sounds like to me. I don't know. Y'all can let me know what y'all think in the chat with that. But that shit there sounds like a detective talking to a witness, suspect, running the game. Somebody that was cooperating on the case, making sure that they verify the information. That shit right there, that shit crazy. That shit's crazy.
Draco, you get what I'm saying? Shout out to the bitch ass nigga Ralphie the plug. Draco tell me.
Draco was my nigga.
Yeah, he told me the day before the lineup. He was like, I don't feel comfortable.
I waited on the nigga 4 hours.
Yeah, because he was telling me to come.
I appreciate the donation, Scarfy.
But you was like, you waited on him for like 4 hours and stuff like that.
His brother then was up there. We was up there 70 deep because I had True Car, Coyote, and Game.
But you were trying to meet up with Draco?
Yeah, that's my nigga.
Yeah,
we was already up there, so I knew it was some shit going on. So I'm telling his brother, tell Draco get here this time, he can move with us. Because I had like 70 passes because I had 3 different artists. Game Headline, and I had True Car Coyote earlier. I had no True Car Coyote, Blueface, and Game. So I had like 70, 80 passes. So I'm telling his brothers, I'm like, yo, bro, where you at? So we waited. It was damn near like the nigga was gonna be a no-show. When we finally left, by the time we got to the freeway, 15 minutes later, it had happened.
Yeah, because I got when he was telling me about
the way these niggas is talking, right? And Wack is just sitting there. Look at how Wack is looking at Luce, while Luce does all the talking about criminal shit. He letting this nigga get it out. This the place to get it out, nigga. Just go ahead and get it all out. You good. You with me. Get it out.
that, he was like, man, I don't feel comfortable. We were just in the studio the day before. So I was already going to New York with Black China. So we already had like a bag waiting out there, right? So I was like, look, I can't make it to you because I got prior engagements and shit. And then he was like, all right. I said, but you're going to be straight or whatever. Like this, switch the lineup. You get what I'm saying? And then next thing I know, his girl called me when I was in New York. It was me and China.
He switched it and they switched it back on him.
Yeah. What are you saying that Ralphie?
6:30 and they switched him to like an 8:30.
What did Ralphie say to you beforehand?
No, Ralphie didn't say anything. I told Ralphie, look, I said, listen, I know where the niggas that did Draco like that. Where you at? He was like, I'm gonna come or whatever. Like he sent me an address on Melrose. He stopped answering the phone. He started saying like responding. I was like, yeah, cuz is a bitch.
Wack had this plan the whole time, man. Luce didn't understand it. You hear me? Wack had this shit planned the whole time. This is some deep shit, you know, with Wack and his deep cover shit. Niggas in too deep, man. And anybody that's fucking with Wack after this shit here, they just want to get in some shit. Especially if you supposed to be doing some negative shit. If you call Wack with some negative shit right now, you asking to go to jail. If you get into some negative shit with Wack, you asking to go to jail. This shit is like self-explanatory when you watch Wack's whole demeanor. And Luce is sitting there happy to talk about criminal shit. Wack.
And then he called me, he texted me, he was like, I have a career to think about. I'm like, oh yeah, you a hoe. So
Ralphie told you that?
On Crip.
He did kind of run on that video.
Yeah, he ran like a bitch. Ralphie is a bitch. He's a hoe. He's the nigga that should be dead. It's like, no, fuck that shit. Nah, that nigga's a bitch.
Nah, Draco got out.
Yeah.
And Ralphie is staying.
And Ralphie told me, he was like, Draco got stabbed in the neck and sat down, and we had to leave. I'm like, nigga, you don't leave the bag, nigga. That's
so he basically left him for dead. He left him for dead.
Brother, though. That's his brother. You supposed to.
Yeah. So.
But you can't wish people dead.
No, fuck that nigga.
The nigga is like just talking about criminal shit, and his girl, she's sitting there like.
That nigga died, everything.
We came in here bullshit trolling, and I'm usually the motherfucker dropping the bombs. The queen is crazy as a motherfucker. I know he crazy. We didn't got Lemmy shit.
Okay, like the Nipsey story that you just told is so explosive.
Yo.
Speak to them on why they should believe you, because I guarantee that's a huge percentage of the conversation that's happening right now. Is people saying, I don't know a ton about you to like verify it, so and I don't have a dog in this fight.
Listen, everybody that knows me, LA and the world and stuff like that, know I'm not gonna just sit there and lie. Plus, it's on my TV show. The first episode or whatever on February 14th. Then y'all gonna see the FaceTime call with me and Big U, and then
wait.
The next
motherfucker
we're not gonna say too much, y'all. Y'all gonna have to tune in. Y'all gonna have to tune into the show.
Of course.
Okay.
They wanted that much attention, man. And guess who ain't get fucked up in the game? Wack. Luce wanted all this attention fucking with Wack. The nigga told on himself repeatedly. And Wack was encouraging him. This how you know Wack wasn't fucking with Luce like that. That wasn't Wack, peoples, nigga. Wack never forgot that Luce won. Luce said, you a rat. Wack never forgot that shit, right? And, man, let's go back to that shit, man. Wack never forgot. Let's go back to that shit, y'all. Wack never forgot that shit, man. Hold up, man. We gotta play that shit, man. Wack never forgot, man. Yeah. Yeah, he never forgot that shit, man. We gonna play that shit. Yeah, he never forgot that shit. Yo. Wack said, hold on, nigga. He never forgot that shit. That nigga said, I got something for him. Let me see, hold up. Let me try to find this shit. I know I was looking at it. Let me see, hold up. We gonna get it. Here it go. Here it go, right here. Hold up. Let's get this joint up here. That nigga never forgot about that one. Hold the fuck up.
What's up, cuz? Neighborhood Loose Cannon, aka Rapid Fire. You know what it is. We about to get straight to it. So it's like, Wack, it's like you do all this internet thugging shit and acting like you just so turned up, putting it on Paru this, Paru that. Nigga, nobody seen you do nothing. Nigga, you beat up a nigga that was don't fin a nigga in Miami. What's that bitch ass nigga named Stitches? Like, bro, you did some buster ass shit and then you acting like you got clout. Then you paid 2 niggas to act like they KKK, but nigga, they was construction workers and you paid them $150. All that clout chasing shit don't equal up to real nigga shit, bro. We on real nigga time. Like, you have to really start watching your mouth because niggas don't play that. Niggas play for keeps. Like, you talking about let's get down. Nigga, you bitch ass nigga, you don't want to get down with the loc, nigga. And you could put that on Paru, nigga. I bet you, nigga, on any dollar, nigga. You don't want to get down, nigga, with the loc, nigga. Know you staring death in his eyes, nigga. That's why you want to run with some coward shit. Oh, let me call Big U. Let me do this. Bitch ass nigga, he don't fuck with you. Nigga, you's a bitch. He don't fuck with rats. He don't fuck with rat lovers. He don't fuck with niggas that doing police shit. Talking about you got the key to his front door. If you do, bitch ass nigga, pull up. Neighborhood Crip, we don't play that. Nigga, he don't do internet shit. But I'm out here, 6-0. So nigga, all that bullshit that you doing, bro, we gonna have to cut that out.
Yo, you see that shit? Hey, listen. I'm telling you right now, nigga. Wack didn't forget that. Wack didn't forget that, nigga. You publicly, the nigga used him to go at Big U and to get the niggas that was his ops, man. Straight up. That was the whole play, man. I'ma go at this nigga with his own people and I'ma take him down. Damn. That's some deep shit. That's some deep shit. He ain't never forget that one. I'm gonna tell you that now. SBGB TV. It's a live call-in show. State your name. Where you calling in from?
What's up, man? It's Scarfy.
What's going on, Scarfy?
I don't know. It's wild. A few minutes ago when I was watching, him just running his mouth and the way Wack was looking at him, it reminded me of something I learned in psychology. You ever remember when we were kids? You ever seen that movie, The Rats? Oh, not The Rats. The Secret of Nim, with them little rats running around.
Nah, I never seen that, but tell me about it. Go ahead. What's going on?
All right. So it was a Disney movie, but it was based on this experiment this dude did in the 70s. Nim is an acronym for the National Institute for Mental Health, and this dude made this big enclosure and put a bunch of rats in there and gave them all the food and housing and bedding they could ever want. And then they multiplied and they got like really crowded, but then they started seeing the rats do weird shit. It's like you have all the food and space you could ever want, but then they started seeing like the male rats would like hoard all the food and then fight and kill all the other rats. And then they like made like these, like, I'm not trying to be rude or foul or anything, but they would literally make, this is something from the 70s that they observed. The male rats would make like these homosexual gangs in like, you know, pretty much R word other rats. They weren't procreating. And what the reason why I thought of it was he's sitting here. It's like you're ratting on a rat. That's the weirdest thing, a rat ratting on a rat. Yeah. Like he's sitting here, you're a rat, and then the video you just played, and then what you were saying right before I called, that's what I thought the second I saw Luce Cannon get attached to Wack. I was like, dude, you just made a video talking hella mess on this fool. But I've been watching him operating with Wack for last couple years. I'm like, dude, like he did not forget this. And you said it like right when I was calling, you were like, Wack didn't forget this. I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, yeah, like Luce is slow as hell.
Yeah, man, definitely. Yeah.
But like that whole thing reminded me of like, cause I studied this in psychology. It was like this crazy thing this dude did. He like just let he made this big enclosure and he put a bunch of rats in there and gave them all the food they could ever want, and then they just started eating each other up and like beating each other up and, you know, like R-wording each other, and they weren't procreating, and they were just doing like the dumbest shit. It's like, dude, you have everything. So that's the thing. It's like these dudes, you have okay, what is the biggest currency now? Fame, fortune, and clout. You have all that. Everybody knows your name. You're Luce Cannon. You're not even the real Luce Cannon. I'm Wack 100. You have all this, and you're still eating each other up. Like Wack and Big U used to, you know, be clicked up, and Luce wants to latch on. These dudes are fucking beasts. They're beasts. And it's like they see you and like, oh yeah, I can use him for what I want to do to what do they call it? Snake eating its own tail. That's another good analogy. Snake eating its own tail. We're watching humans doing it right now.
I agree, man. I appreciate you calling in there, Scarfy.
All right, man. I'm not going to bug you anymore, but I'm going to be watching you till you turn this off. Eat your vitamin D3. I don't have D3, but I got some zinc and magnesium and some calcium I probably need to eat right now. But
I definitely did, man, and I feel better, man. I appreciate
I seen that. That was crazy last night when old girl was like, eat some D3, and you just were like, boom, I got that right here. I was like, that's dope. He knows what's up. Hell yeah. But you already know, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna be tuned all the way in.
I appreciate it, man.
All right, man. You have a blessed night.
You too. SBGB TV. It's a live call-in show. State your name. Where you calling in from?
Mike in Atlanta. I want to give you your props. Congrats on the YouTube success. Congrats on everything. Keep going. Stay positive. Avoid negative.
I appreciate it. You know, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and share this video, man. You know, I appreciate all y'all that rock with me, man. Most definitely appreciate all of y'all. And we're going to continue to keep rocking, man. Y'all know how we doing. Yeah. But Luce couldn't see that, you know, Wack was lining him up because he wanted that attention so damn much. He wanted the attention so much, nigga couldn't even see he was being lined the fuck up. Yeah. And you know what Wack doing? He over there laughing. He over there straight laughing. I think, you know, and it is crazy because Inglewood Blue said it last night. You know, the Bloods, the Reds don't rock with Wack. You know, and it's crazy that niggas on the blue side even get this nigga any attention. You know, you don't see no them niggas rock with him because they know he police. Like, but Wack is able to get to these niggas and they, you know, that shit's crazy. Let me see right here. You know, we was looking at something too. We're gonna play this back again because I don't know if y'all seen this last night when I showed it. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
My name is Cam. Austin, Texas, by way of Greenville, South Carolina.
What's going on, my guy?
Man, listen. I'm gonna reach on a topic that Homeboy talked about earlier, just a second ago.
Yeah.
Talking about snake eating its own tail.
He said,
right. In our community, we call it crabs in the barrel, right?
Okay.
When one person is up there, the next person is trying to bring them down, right? That's what they're doing to each other. But they don't realize they're doing it to each other. All they doing is sitting up there is, who's the next one? Who's next? Who's next? If I'm on top and somebody's coming for my throne, then I'm up, take them back down, right? So what Wack is doing, he wants to be on top the whole time. But he don't realize that there's niggas up under him that want his throne. And what he gonna do is debunk them, put them back down, stay in your place, nigga. Don't come for my throne. Now, the whole legal part of it, you know, I can't call it. That's not my place. I can't, because I'm not in a legal system. But what I can say is, from brother to brother, this is what, you know, you say, you know, we polluting our own people. Brother to brother, if I see a brother coming up, I'm going to uplift him, not for him to crash out.
I appreciate you calling in, my brother. Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So let it be that, and I've been rocking with you, bro. Keep doing your thing. Appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, my brother.
No doubt.
Yeah. I appreciate all y'all that rock with me, man. Y'all know how we do. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, man. Definitely hit that subscribe button, man. You know, hit that like button and share this video. I do want to go back and show y'all something that I showed everybody last night that RM put me on to. So I do want to go back and show that one, right? So we definitely going to show that one again. Hold up. Let's see here. We want to show that one. Hold up, y'all. I do want to show y'all that. Because, yeah, shit get crazy. Hold up. I'm going to show y'all that in a second. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you calling in from.
My name Bird from Toledo, Ohio.
What's going on, my guy?
What's going on, man?
Everything.
These dudes talking about all this other stuff, man. It's about Wack being a rat, man. That's all it is, man. It's about him setting up these dudes. They got bigger names than him out here on these streets. He was never a big pyro from his neighborhood like he said he was. And at the end of the day, once he got the money, he tried to, put his name out there to be as big as these dudes. And when he did the Snitch 9 thing, he thought that the dudes that had the big names, the big U's and everybody else, was gonna have his back because he got money. And when they separated themselves from him and didn't have his back, he acted like a bitter baby mama and wanted to take these dudes down. That's what it's about at the end of the day.
Okay, I like that one.
And a lot of these dudes, I don't feel bad for, because at the end of the day, anybody that does an interview, supposed to be a street dude, with a snitch, any gangster dude that goes by the street rules, like the Bloods did, they told Wack to his face, hey, that's out. That ain't Pyru. I don't care what you talking about, man. Like ain't nobody above the program. We don't do shit for money. You know, but for some reason, these dudes, like dude said, the new currency is fame, like clicks. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is out. If you're a real street dude, you got morals. You know what I'm saying? You're not finna sell your morals for fame or money. So at the end of the day, man, these dudes all knew Wack was dirty. His name was shit out here after that. And they still chose to mess with him. So, you know, I don't feel too bad for some of these dudes, man. I don't want to see nobody black getting incarcerated, but at the end of the day, man, they put their own self in this, you know, in this position.
Yeah, man, you're an adult. You know what's going on. You know the man definitely been labeled a rat for years. So, you know, dealing with him, you got to expect that you might get caught up in that crossfire.
Yeah. And you could tell, man, like, I don't know no street dude that can interrogate like you trying to show everybody. Look how he's interrogating Luce Cannon. What street dude know how to do that?
Yeah, you know, that's a nigga that got a motive, you know, trying to make sure that he put the information out there exactly and real sharp with it.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Minister Society movie when dude kept asking him the same thing over and over again so he can make sure that, you know, he clarifying on what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? What he's snitching about, man. Like, it's crazy, man. Wack been trained by the best, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to the police stuff. But at the end of the day, man, this is something good, man, that I'm kind of, it's sad that it happened, but it's good that it happened because I got younger sons. And I've always told them, like, look, man, gangster stuff, some stuff is not meant for the internet. Gangsters move in silence. And all these young dudes out here talking about they gangsters, they do the opposite of what gangsters do, which is silence. Yeah. Which is silence. All this stuff that you seeing on the internet, posting guns and talking about crimes and stuff like that, that's not gangster because that's definitely not silence.
I agree, my brother. Stay locked in, man. I appreciate you calling in too, my brother.
Yeah, for sure, homie.
All right. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button and share this video, man. You know, I appreciate all y'all that rock with me. Straight up. Now, I wanted to show y'all this again because I showed it. You know, we're going to show y'all. RM put me on to this one right here last night. So we're going to show y'all again, man. RM put me on to this one last night. So I want to show y'all this shit again.
Anyway, we done. We're not gonna
I'm good to go for another 3 hours.
Listen, we're not gonna hit 4 hours tonight. It's sad. Luce is so high that he can't even put a fucking thought together.
Man, shit.
This is why you gotta stay away from that shit.
We're gonna do it with a mask next time. Shit.
Yo, M95 for sure.
This is the last
All right, M30, either one.
Boo!
What about both? Shout out again to our boys over at
Last night out.
Fried because
they definitely dictated the stream.
The gummies did their thingy thing. That's a fact. Yeah. We had some good fun, good clean fun.
Strap right there. Y'all see that strap right there, right? I appreciate the donation, Scarfy. Look at that strap right there. You hear me? Y'all see that? Brick Baby was up there holding the night before. And I guarantee you, right? The feds seen that. The feds seen that this nigga got a gun on him now. So if you think that they was gonna let Brick Baby out of jail, you gotta be crazy. Straight up. They seen this nigga with a gun the night before they came and got him, right? If you think they was gonna let this nigga run around, yeah, all right. Straight up. Y'all see that? Straight strap. You know? And we gotta be real, man. The feds is watching this shit. The feds is watching this shit, man. They watching this shit all the time. They are watching this shit all the time. Every time Adam got new people on here, every episode, they're watching this shit just like everybody else is, man. Straight strapped. And this is the day before they came. And Brick indictment was already signed, locked and cocked, right? February 26th. Brick indictment was locked and cocked February 26th. And that's a fact. No cap now. So, don't you know? They already knew they was gonna come get this nigga. And they see this nigga with a firearm on him. Like, hold up. And I'm sure Luce Cannon probably had one too. That nigga wasn't going up to no jumper without no strap. These niggas was running around like cowboys and Indians. And think about this. Them people, they wasn't having that. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you called in from.
Hey man, it's Scarfy again. Like,
okay, what's going on?
I'm not trying to be going at it with the chat or anything, but and then you know this is like something that we can all speak about is everyone's all sitting here talking about the way that I'm talking, but it's like I'm really from the land. I don't know where like a lot of your audience is from, but I've lived in the J's, I've lived in the 20s, I've lived in the 40s, I've lived in the 50s. But I grew up in West LA. Like, yeah, dude, I grew up surfing and smoking weed, dude, and blah, blah. My parents kicked me out of the house, and I had to live in gang-infested neighborhoods. But I got homies from every which side. I got Crip homies, Blood homies. Kind of don't fuck with the Hoovers, but I got some homies from Hoovers. But I'm a oneer. I'm just me. I'm a man. And that's why people respect me. I don't fuck with anybody. I don't talk shit about anybody. But like I be seeing all these comments, everyone's like, "Oh, dude, get the dude off the phone, dude. Hey, dude, bro. Hey, man, smoke weed, bro." No, that's how I talk. That's how I grew up.
You all right with me, like, Scarfy? Don't worry about the chat, man. You know the people in the chat.
Nah, man, I'm not asking. I'm not worried. I'm just trying to clarify. I'm just trying to clarify it because I feel that a lot of people like. Okay, so what it was the dude that called after me, he made a good point. The crabs in a barrel. I'm like, that's another good analogy, but I was like, that's a crazy analogy because it's the 60s that got picked up on this. I'm like, yo, that's wild. And someone's like, RM said, oh, that's a disrespectful term towards Crips. No shit, I know that. I used to live in the 50s. I know that. Like I grew up in LA. And I knew that when I was a child.
They just joking, Scarfy. Don't stress it. They just joking, man. You know some people going to joke in the chat.
No. I don't think that it's joking. To me, I feel that they don't understand. I know like it's not like a joke or like they're making fun of me, but it's like fuck, dude. I feel that y'all don't really understand how it is in LA.
But don't take it too serious.
I be saying that I be making fun of my homies like that thing with Brick and DW when DW said that thing about the cigarette. It's like that's really how it is. Some people just talk a certain way and oh man, I made a mistake. And sometimes somebody will say it to your face just to be funny because that's your homie. They'll disrespect your hood in your face just because you guys are homies, even though you're from opposite sides. In LA, if you're cool, man, I'll disrespect your hood right in your face. You're not gonna beat me up or none of that. But this internet just took it, and Brick was actually saying that. He was like, dude, he said it offhandedly. He apologized right after, but everyone expects me to take off on this. I was like, nah, dude, that's how we talk. Like we talk a certain way, but everyone on the internet's like, oh, you should have taken off on it. It's like, nah, dude, like dude from the opposite side, whatever. He said some disrespectful shit. He apologized, but everyone on the internet's like, he disrespected you. He disrespected your hood. Nah, that's not how it is. As a man, and that's the thing is I watched that OG Percy interview. I told you I was going to watch that after your stream last night, and I watched it, and like the conversation they had, that was two men that they're from completely opposite sides of the spectrum, and they're from two different parts of the country, but they're able to come together and talk. And I really did like that. I'm not sure if you saw it, It's from a year ago, but I just found it last night, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this right after DZ's stream, and I watched, and I was like, yo, these are two grown ass men, like coming together and having a good conversation. So that's all I want to say is it's not as black and white. I remember somebody. Oh, that's on another stream. I'm gonna bring that up.
Come on, Scarfy, man. I appreciate you calling, and I gave you another 4 minutes on there, man. I appreciate you. I'm gonna take next caller.
Yeah, I just want to clear that up. Like I'm just a dude. Hey, dude, I'm just a dude.
I got you. Just stay locked in, Scarfy.
Man,
I appreciate you.
Night, dude.
You know you're all right with me, man. Appreciate you. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. State your name, where you called in from.
This is Brooke.
Hey.
Hey at SBGB TV. I just wanted to say congratulations to you. 7K, you going strong. Keep it pushing. Stay on his neck. We must apply pressure. Non-stop. Anyway, I just wanted to just highlight a few points. First of all, let's keep it down to a minimum when we're cursing. I know we are adults, and usually cuss words is not a bad thing when people cussing. It just means that they're compassionate about what they're speaking about. But we just got to be real selective on how we use the F words and all that kind of stuff, because we don't want to mess up DZ's flow. Okay, so I just want everybody to respect that. We are all grown adults, and you can express yourself, nothing wrong with that, but just choose your words more selectively, please. Thank you so much. And to the chat, when I come in, I speak to everybody, especially the ones that I'm always like seeing all the time in the chat. But it's like today, it's like I'm the invisible woman. I said, okay, I got you. From now on, I'm just speaking to my moderators and to the content creator. That's what it do. And so we carry on from there. I digress on that. Third of all, Scarfy had, I'm sorry, I had misunderstood when you were typing. I thought you were saying you were from the land, and thought you were implying you were from Ohio, Cleveland, but you said you were from LA. And so I respect all that. And when you say dude, that's just your colloquialism. That's your slang for the West Coast, I'm assuming, but we say that on the East Coast as well. And I'm from the East Coast, so don't get offended by what the chat says. The chat is always cool, smooth. We just, we just throwing words back and forth. That's all. It's nothing harmful, nothing at all. Okay, so we're done with that. Now let's get back on here. Let me tell you about Luce. Luce is so slow-tarded. I knew, but remember, now come on back with me. When we were talking about this before they even got locked up, all this other stuff came all out. I said, easy, he's going to jail for Wack. Wack ain't gonna walk into jail. I said that. I said, he's not going to jail. His demise is gonna be, Wack has put himself in a very bad situation, and he's putting on a facade for the screen. But I know in his mind, he doesn't know which way to move right now. You cannot step back into California, and if you are doing it, you're going in the wee hours of the morning. You understand what I'm saying? He got to be moving kind of real low key right now, because there should be a mark on that man's head. I mean, just real talk. There's no way in the world he just moving about so graceful and talking nonstop.
Yeah.
He hasn't stopped. But if you pay attention to his body language when he was sitting next to Luce, he was throwing Luce cue words. You know what I'm saying? So when he threw the cue words at him, Luce kept talking and kept talking and kept talking. I said, what's wrong? He got a battery in his bag. Oh, now that boy locked up.
Yeah.
Now that boy locked up. And Brick, he probably going through withdrawals right now.
Oh, you know he is,
I know he is going through withdrawals. And feds don't have no PC from what I've heard. So you're gonna run into Big U sooner or later.
They're gonna have to face the music.
You're gonna have to face the beast. So, because you was talking big cash money, wasn't he? Oh my God, Luce was writing checks. He knew his behind couldn't cash, but nonetheless, this is a lesson that needs to be learned. No jumper is a setup spot, y'all. They make you feel like it's comfortable. Come on in, yeah, smoke your lie. You on the camera, yeah. Oh, you got your gun on you. I thought they took the guns when they came in, but for some reason, Brick kept his on him, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then but when he was stretching back, if you would have watched that segment, when he was stretching back, he was letting Luce know, I ain't worried about you. You had to watch that whole. You got to watch the whole thing because his whole body language. When he stretched back, he was stretching back to show him that he had it on him. He wasn't just leaning back to be leaning back. He was leaning back to let him know I got this on me. So it's up and it's stuck. It's whatever. I ain't worried about it. And he made that clear in that video. He ain't worried about nobody. He ain't worried about nothing because he already had the hammer on him. So here's the moral of the story for these young ends. You gotta pay attention. Wack's mouth ain't no prayer book, and this is for them cats over there on that West Coast. Wack's mouth is not a prayer book. He's setting y'all up for y'all own demise. He's not going to jail. He won't. Wack he has to be an undercover police officer. I really believe that. We already know that 600 is one. Yeah. But Wack is one. He's just in too deep now. I don't think he can come out of his character. I'm serious. I don't think he can really. You remember that movie with LL Cool J?
Yeah,
I really believe Wack is the one cat. I forget what his name. Omar Epps.
Jay Reed.
I really believe that's who he is. He cannot come out of character though. Now he's in too deep. He know too much. You flying by. You got so much information on everybody. Everybody. You mention anybody's name, he own it. He know him. And if he don't, he gonna find out what he need to find out about you. So he says, but this is all at West Coast. And he ain't doing nothing over here. He can't. But I can't understand why are you doing that? What's the point? What's in it really for you?
Just to destroy your people and keep you free, because he would be
in jail.
If he didn't do this, yes, he would be in jail if he didn't do this, because he's done too much dirt, threatening people. They would put him in jail. But this right here is the only way he's gonna stay out of jail. And I'm gonna tell you this, it's gonna be the time where they're gonna get tired of him and they're gonna throw him away.
You can only do so much though. It's like they can only allow you to do so much. That's just like Diddy. I believe he was an informant, but I believe you stepped over your boundaries. You crossed boundaries you had no business crossing. So now we gotta snatch whatever we had, whatever coverage you had. We gotta take that off of you now. And we got to bring you in. But I don't think Wack's going to make it in. I think his demise is going to be before summer or by summer. Somebody taking his head. When we hear about it, they're going to say he was killed execution style. I promise you that. Ain't going to be no jumping, no none of that. Somebody going to take him out of here. You done did too much. You done remove men from their families, though. Regardless, Luce is retarded and slow. I don't know Big U, but I know from what I hear that he was doing good things within his community. Now, I don't know because I'm on the east side. I don't know what's going on the west.
I got to tell you this, Brooke. I got to tell you this. Brooke U was extorting niggas, too. They do that shit, man. That was the thing over there. So we got, I'm not biased. I keep it straight 100. Big U was extorting niggas, and anything that was coming over there to the west, if you was out of town, he was running pressure on niggas, and you had to pay.
Oh, well, I got to tune into that because I didn't know about that. I just
yeah.
I got to tune into that.
And one thing I want to say, right? Little Durk, you know how they said they changed their life around, and then they
he became Muslim.
And then Big U, they saying he changed his life around and got it. You gotta understand, these niggas was still living a life of crime, even though they had intentions on doing different things. They was still living a life of crime, and we all know crime don't pay. So if you live in a life of crime and you act as if you want to do the right thing, and you still 1 foot in and 1 foot out, that 1 foot out is gonna get your ass all the way in.
That's true, but their karma has caught up with them too. You have to understand that this is just universal law. You know what you put out, eventually it's gonna come back to you. You can't keep doing wrong and expect for things to go right. It's not logical. It's illogical thinking. But when you start getting 20 bands, 30 bands, and you getting over on cats and setting them up and all this other kind of stuff, they start having this complex of being invincible. Like, you can give a man so much power. What is he doing with so much power? Y'all put so much emphasis on a name. It's just a name. Isn't it a nickname? Is that his name on his birth certificate? Big U? I mean, they put so much emphasis on an individual. That's just too much for me. Like he's some type of deity. Well, you know, I don't look up to those type of people. I really don't. I'll appreciate you. I'll appreciate your character. But if you're doing dumb stuff like this, I just can't. I can't appreciate it. I can't. And as our culture, if y'all paying attention, Trump is signing. He done signed into legislation. We getting ready to segregate. I don't know if anybody's paying attention to that. So I'm talking to my people of color that we got to get our heads right. We don't have time for this foolishness, and it do need to be up off the street if you're doing this kind of stuff, because we won't succeed. Now, if you running and robbing other people's businesses and extorting them, what you gonna do with us? Nah, you gotta go. You gotta go sit down and think about it. It's a hard reset for all of them, but they're gonna be okay.
This too, Brooke. They only doing it to us. So niggas, they can't do that to white people. You know,
they said it was in dispensaries though. What dispensaries?
Was by niggas, man. It was niggas out there, man. That shit was niggas. I'm trying to tell you, listen, they not doing that shit to white people, baby. You know what I'm saying? I want you to understand that. Them white people are going directly to the police.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Black people, they want to live by a motto to never snitch, and you can kill your own people until they get tired of being used and abused. So,
you're right.
You know, when they get tired of being used and abused, then they want to say, all right, now I'm going to tell.
No, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I guess things is different from different, you know, from different groups, from different. It's a different time now. The world is upside down, literally. Literally. We got these gangs. There's no organization in the gangs. There's nothing positive of the gangs. Nothing. I don't hear it. You robbing? Huh?
Right.
Beating up people, stripping them. Wack. Here's where I'm at with Marcial. Y'all talking about what happened to the man. I'm starting to hear it a little bit, DZ, as I can kind of, you know, swing through sometime if I'm up late. I listen to some of these cats saying that, you know, well, Luce did this to somebody, but Wack had to watch. Wack had this, had that, so but it was right at no jumper. But why y'all not saying nothing? But I did see Adam say out of his mouth, if the police come to me, and if I can just get along, get, you know, a little bit of liking from them, at least 5%, I'll give them the tapes. I'll give them all the information that they want to know. I don't have a problem with it because I'm not involved. You gotta watch Adam. He's real slick. But yes, you're gonna tell.
Bro, I appreciate you calling in, bro.
All right, I'm getting off the phone.
Let me take this next one right here. You know
all righty. All right. See you later.
That one messed up. Hold up. Hold up, y'all. You know, I appreciate all y'all to rock with me. I appreciate you, Brooklyn. Most definitely, I appreciate you. Y'all know what it is. Crazy. SBGB TV, it's a live call-in show. Returning your call. What's happening?
What's up? How you doing, brother? How you doing? I'm new to the channel, but I agree with a lot of things you were saying, but it's a few things I kind of, you know, I'm not gonna say I disagree with, but I just want to push back a little bit.
Okay.
If I get that, I'm always gonna keep it respectful.
Yeah.
I personally think that, you know, I think that Wack is definitely working, but I'm gonna say this on Big U behalf. Like, I'm not taking up for him. Whatever he's guilty of, then he gotta hold that. But as far as like all these, because I know a lot of brothers personally that have fed charges, and they might have got 15 charges, and out of them 15 charges, maybe 3, okay, they actually did. Them other 12, nah, that was shit they never did. Like, as far as all that, he just running around. Like, yeah, I understand. Like, Los Angeles, you got different type of like it's so many different type of gangs. Mexican gangs. You got Asian Crip gangs, Asian blood gangs.
You know what? I gotta ask you real quick. What charge are you saying you disagree with?
I personally disagree with the one where he was extorting people.
Now listen, I got listen, my guy. You know, I appreciate you rocking with me, right? But I'm not biased about nobody doing no shit, right? Big U was extorting niggas, my nigga. I'm gonna tell you that straight up, and I'm gonna tell you why. Did you read the? Was you here for the indictment that I read out?
No, I said I'm new to the channel.
All right, so now I'm gonna tell you. I read the indictment out the other night. I read the whole indictment. You know what the feds were doing? The feds were making the extortion payments.
Okay, all right. So now check this out. Listen. See, one thing about me, I don't glorify street culture, none of that. I used to be involved with it. I don't glorify none of that. So now I take your word for it. You seem like you're genuine just on me watching, so I take your word for it. So now, if he's guilty of that, okay, he go sit down, he do his time. See, this is what I'm if that is true, I'm disappointed in him for the simple fact that there's a lot of kids out there that he look up to, because not enough of us black men collectively, I do it personally, like that's taking initiative with these young men, whether getting them to sports, whether it's tutoring them, whether it's nothing like that. I haven't heard, I listened to a whole bunch of platforms. I heard the one sister behind me that she mentioned kids so I'm disappointed in him on the fact that the children, because who's gonna take that boy of taking them little kids to practice and keeping them engaged and stuff like that? Because a lot of brothers don't want to do that. They don't even want to do it with their own kids. So that, I'll be disappointed in him on that note. And then another thing, I don't want to be long-winded, but now you got Wack 100. I did see that part where they say he ran down and punk ass Wack was begging for his life. Okay, now Big U, if he out to take this to trial, it's telling me that Big Wack is gonna have to come to court and testify, because that's in the thing that he chased Wack 100 down. So Wack gonna have to come to court if he take it to trial, and Wack gonna have to, because Wack moral in there saying it's not true. So Wack gonna have to say, "Oh, that didn't really happen." So who's lying there? I don't know. We'll decide. But if he's guilty, he's guilty. But do I think he's guilty of all of them charges? Do I think he's the leader? You know how many rolling 60 Crips out there? How many back blocks out there? The leader of all, it's thousands of them. Come on, man.
I agree with what
I live a square life, but I'm not a square. Only a square, a belief, son. That one,
but let me tell you something real quick though, man. Big U made posts. And it's like when it comes to this shit here, I don't be biased about none of this, and I'm not glorifying riding with nobody, because I'm riding with me and SBGB TV, right? So when I see things on the internet, right, and I there was a video on the internet, I want you to look it up, my guy. Big U went on YouTube and said niggas gotta check in to do movies or anything in the hood. If you come to anywhere in the hood, you better check in or we gonna check you in. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like they already know that Big U was doing what he was doing, and I understand that he was trying to help the kids, and then they trying to associate him, with allegedly doing something to a person that he had supposed to have helped as a child. And you gotta understand this, right? With these jokers that been in position out there, like Wack and even Suge and Big U, they grew the mentality that you gotta come through me to do business in certain situations, and if you don't, we gonna put the pressure on you. So they done adapted this mentality as a gangster when we all know they took the mob down. So it's just like, our people are only doing it to our people because they know if they do it to any other culture that they will shut them down. So, I don't feel sorry for nobody, honestly.
No, brother, I don't want to cut you off, and I appreciate your spill on that. I'm not taking up for them, nothing like that. But when I say the Mexicans out there, they tax their street vendors at the hot so every group, the Italians tax their own people. Everybody did that. I'm not saying it's right, and really they kind of only do that in certain places in America amongst our people. That's not even a common practice. Most of our people are gonna be like, man, get the hell out of here. I ain't paying you no money.
But we talking about Big U and Wack. Them niggas is taxing our people. This what we talking about.
But listen, Wack 100, listen, he's not from LA. He's from like a small town that, listen, if you look it up, some projects, they got projects in New York. They got more people and them projects than Wack 100 whole little town. Like Wack 100 can't go out there. People just start hearing about him at 50 years old. Come on, man. He ain't put no pressure on nobody. Nobody that's from LA take him serious. Only people that take Wack 100 serious is people from other parts of the country who don't know nothing. The real dudes out there don't take him serious. He don't go out there. He can't go out there. You ever seen Wack 100 out there? No, he can't go out there. He can't. He live in Las Vegas. He don't go out there. Now here's where Wack is stupid at. He keep doing this. Listen, I wouldn't be doing this to people when I got Wack got kids, man.
But he does it to his own people, though, my brother. That's all he does.
No, I don't like Wack 100, but like,
yeah, he does it to his own people. All them niggas do that shit, bro. You hear me? All them niggas, listen to me, bro. I understand you don't know what's going on, and I understand that, right? But I've been following this shit, and I see what's going on with these niggas. All these niggas is doing the same shit. When they get a certain level of status, nigga, they running pressure on black people, and that's it, nigga. You understand what I'm saying?
I
appreciate you calling in, though. I want you to stay locked in, though. I appreciate you. You hear me?
I'm gonna go back and check out that.
Yeah, I appreciate all y'all rocking with me, man. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that like button and share this video, man. I appreciate all y'all that rock with me, man. And we just keep it a bean over here. That's it. All we do is keep it a bean. And one thing about DZ, right? I'm not sugarcoating for none of these niggas, man. Facts. I ain't sugarcoating for none of these niggas, man. And we gonna call a spade, man. Straight up. These niggas is running around putting pressure on their own people, man. And it's facts. That's what they do, And we calling it out, man. But we all know Wack is working. He lying Luce the fuck up. Luce couldn't tell. He went on there and definitely told on himself continuously, put himself in multiple situations, implicated himself in all the crimes, talking about they extort nigga that, this, that, and the third. Luce told on himself. So Wack talking about Big U told on Luce, that's a goddamn lie. Luce told on himself with the help of you. You are the one. Straight up. You are the one. And we've been calling this shit out back to back. We all know what it is. And man, I definitely appreciate all y'all that rock with me. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe button, and share this video. We seen Brick right there, strapped up, the day before he went in. And I know he probably in there shaking, body going through it, if we being real. Body straight going through it, man. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know what it is, man. And we're gonna probably come back around about 12:30, man. 9:30, 12:30, 9:30, man. Make sure y'all stay locked in, man. Hit that subscribe button, share this live, and hit that notification bell, man. DZ give a platform where the people can call in. At the same time, I give y'all a voice. I give everybody a voice where they got the chance where they can call in. Straight up. And we gonna keep doing what we doing, and we gonna keep going up, man. Appreciate everybody that became a member today, that subscribed, and all that, man. Straight facts. Appreciate the donation, Scarfy. Appreciate you, man. Most definitely, man. And make sure y'all stay locked in with your boy DZ, man. Y'all know we going up. If you haven't already hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button and share this video, man. We'll be back in a little bit, man. Make sure y'all locked in. We'll be back in about 2.5 hours. It's on. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back. Nah.